Uh,
Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's me, RDV, and I'm back here once again with Zach. He's no longer Lumber Zach. He's just back to being Zach with a beard.
there are no lumberjacks in Louisiana, even within this beard. I was reminded today, this is not nothing to be proud of in certain spots. There's people with beards like down to here.
Yes, we'll call you Swamp Zach.
Swamp Zack, man-sized Swamp Zack.
I don't want to see your Zach thing.
Not happening.
Yo, what's up, Viva Black Cat? Saying
Hey,
meow, motherfuckers.
meow back to you.
Okay, so we do have a special announcement for you guys. Tomorrow nights will be the best comics of the week. We're gonna bump it up to Wednesday night. So same time tonight, tomorrow, basically 7 o'clock Central. For those who are in the Pacific, like Skip, hello, what's up, man? It's gonna be 5 p.m. Pacific for you, and then it'll be 8 o'clock for basically those on the East Coast. So
Yep.
just to let you
Moving it
know,
up to Wednesday because Thursday I will be out of commission. I'll probably be knocked out in a turkey coma. So we wanted to do it this week, so we bumped it up to Wednesday for you.
yes. So that means you get us back to back both nights, Tuesday and Wednesday. So that's right, you have less than 24 hours to read your books.
That's right. Speed reading. Speed read session.
He's right. There's nothing about Zach to be proud of.
That is
Ouch.
true. That is
Ugh.
true.
At all. I'll say this though, he at least shows up for things.
That's true.
Unless it's Friday, then he's like, screw you guys.
I had a get together to go to. Hey, at least I don't sleep in and miss streams by sleeping. Cough, cough, Englandine. I'm sorry, E. I'm sorry. Happy Thanksgiving if you're watching.
I don't know. Sometimes you don't just respond, so I figure you're sleeping in on Fridays.
No, sometimes
just-
what are you talking about? I always respond. I'm a very responsive person.
Responsive person,
Uh-huh.
but you're not responsible.
No, God, no. That comes
Yeah.
with too much responsibility comes with too much power.
Dude, every time I see that cup, I think you have the Tonight Show cup.
No, it's from a donut shop in Tennessee called the Donut Fryer, and it's a fryer on there.
I thought it said donut eater, and I was like, what the hell is with the thing on top there? I thought it was a raven.
It's my favorite mug just because of the unique shape that it has.
All right, so yeah, it's basically those who are new and just watching this for the first time. We ask that you at least click like, hit subscribe if you haven't done so. Also, the Ko-Fi.com. If those videos know what Ko-Fi is, we'll have it scrolling on later on. But basically, Ko-Fi.com/Puppetine, where basically, if you want to help out the channel, there's many ways you can do it. You can share out the streams. You can leave comments after the stream's done. You can click like. It said and if you want to donate to the channel, we have the Ko-Fi link is basically which will be in the description and also down below. It goes to basically for what we're doing here. We do readings. We do which costs money. We also basically pay for the stream guard every month. So if you want to help out, there's many ways you can do it. That being said, also support Eric Breen on Fossil Wednesdays.
That's right. You should. And support him. I think he's going to be on the Aficionados stream on Sunday.
Sunday, yes.
So yeah, if you're
Yes.
if you're sub to Thinking Critical, go check out his show, The Aficionados. I think it's Sunday this week instead of Saturday.
Their last retrospective, I believe, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I believe so. And Mr. Eric Breen will be with
For
them.
for every subscriber over at Graphic Man's channel, a fossil gets his wings.
I thought you were gonna say,
But not.
No, a fossil gets his bones.
Well, let's say if he gets his wings, they're dying off early.
Oh, yeah, we don't want that.
No, but overall, so that basically what we do here tonight, though else we do, it's called the top 5, even though it's really a top 10, because Zach and I both have 5 books each from our pull list. The way we talk about tonight, where you basically be what we think are going to be the best books of a week for reading wise. And that being said, we'll just jump right into it.
Woo.
And please don't screwing cats here, Zach.
I'm not screwing Cat. No, did you see what he said? He said, speaking of no Zach on Friday, he must really hate next Friday since it's called.
All right,
you know what this Friday is called.
Since we had some misinformation from Zach.
Oh, my bad.
he'll be banned off this channel for misinformation.
Misinformation. I'll just go
Uh,
back to Twitter where all
all right.
information is allowed now.
So basically, 11 o'clock tonight. I'm assuming you're assuming 11 Eastern, or were you thinking 10 Central? Ibrahim, clear that up. But yeah, check them out tonight. Go subscribe to Yul Carter's channel. And I believe Zach, only Zach has a wrench, but we'll have to change that. We'll give Breen a wrench. But
Don't give one to Cat. He'll just throw it at me. He said Eastern time.
okay,
11 o'clock
so
Eastern.
11 o'clock Eastern, Yul Carter show.
Yeah.
Fantastic comics.
Why is this a historic Ash week? Does he have like more than 3 books that he's getting? Maybe.
Wait! You need to come on tonight or tomorrow? Or on Graphics Man's channel or a Fantastic Comics channel? What are you implying, Ash? Are you trying to invite yourself on people's channels? Who would do that?
I've never done that before, as I did that last night. Uh,
Overall, let's say so. Basically, yeah. All right, so Zach, I went first last week. I'll let you go first this week.
Aw, thank you. In the spirit of Thanksgiving, thank you. Uh,
You only get one lump of coal.
I get one. Hey, look, I got my fireplace going. I'll take as many lumps of coal as I can get. All right, my number 5 book. It's gonna be, it's a lower tier book, but it's still one that I've been having fun with.
Yeah.
It is All Out Avengers number 3. This is the 3rd issue. Ash says he didn't invite himself. He just gave some customer feedback. Well, you have to pay to be a customer.
Yeah. Get the Ko-Fi link going.
There you go.
Where is this All Out Avengers? Is it all
right,
out?
right next to Miracle Man.
All out of stock Avengers?
Not quite. It has been fun though. Yeah, look at
Greg
all the.
Landry.
I'm waiting for Kat. He's gonna say something in the chat here in a second.
Oh my! Not only do we have the real Captain America and the imposter down below, but we have a bunch of Nazis.
No lie though. Do you know how long it's been in modern comics since I've seen the Red Skull make an appearance? And I think the last time might have been Axis.
Question.
Or somewhere around there.
For you,
yeah.
Zach.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell did Sam get his own vibranium shield?
That is an excellent question. I guess Wakanda gave it to him.
Everyone gets one now for $9.99 a month.
Wakanda has a subscription program.
3 easy payments of $60 per month.
That's got to be what it is. That's how Wakanda stays funded. Everyone wants some vibranium? Okay, we'll put you on a payment plan.
The white man pays for everything.
Oh, no. Of course, the white man pays for it. They gave Sam's his for free.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Cap got his for free, too.
That's true, but he went through he got his. It was like military equipment.
But then Black Panther says, "That's not your shield. You don't deserve that." Wait, no, that's Tony.
Tony, yeah. I don't know. We're rabbit holing here. There is a really cool variant cover though, which is what I'm really hoping to get down below. It's like a retro, the timely variant with the invaders on it. Yeah, that's the one I'm hoping to get. That one's really sweet.
If that was the original lineup, and instead of the other lineup, I'd go with that.
Well, oh yeah. But yeah, this Avengers run, back to this book though real quick. This has been really fun. So far, All Out Avengers, it's been a series of one-shots pretty much. What it is, the book picks up in the middle of the story, so you don't really get a beginning. And you just kind of have to put together bits and pieces as you go along. It's really been entertaining, to be honest. Just kind of picking up, like finding out what's going on and just being thrown into this story. The end of the last issue, they did kind of start to tie them together. Apparently there's been like some memory loss among some of the Avengers, not knowing like what happens at the beginning. I hope they don't solve it too soon, because I kind of like this storytelling that they're doing. But anyway, yeah, Red Skull, there's a bunch of Red Skull LMDs apparently running around. And Cap and Sam, and I think She-Hulk and Black Panther are the other Avengers members that have to take them all down. So it looks like a lot of fun. I'm like I said, I'm hoping to get this Invaders variant, because I've been on an Invaders kick recently.
Look at that.
Yeah, and yes, the covers are very Greg Landy, I will admit, but I mean, this one actually, no, this one's not so much actually. The more I look
I
at
get,
this one,
yeah.
this one's not bad compared to the other
I
two.
mean, they're drawing Black Widow, and I guess, of course, we're here for number 4. You can't. Let's start so small, but
Hmm.
uh, Carol's got boobs. She
Carol's
looks
got
like
the boobs,
she looks like Miss Marvel from the 2005 series a little bit, almost.
almost. Now
I
I
would say
gotta say,
I would say more like Avenging Spider-Man number 9. When she first became Captain Marvel, she still had the figure.
yeah, the Avenging Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, yep,
Her first appearance. Yeah,
yeah. Her first appearance as Captain Marvel in the costume. Yes.
yeah. I gotta say, I don't dig Hawkeye without the mask. Like maskless Hawkeye is really weird looking to me.
Well, that's true. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, they
And
took off his mask because
the
in
time,
the what?
so look at the shield. That's the timely version of the shield.
Yeah,
That's what Sam.
with the
That's what.
blue
Yeah,
on the outer rim.
and Sam's got that version. So what? There's 2 vibranium shields now.
Mhm.
I thought it was retcon on existence.
Actually, if I remember, back before they did the whole Hydra cap thing, Sam got Steve's round shield, and then Steve went back to using not
The
the round shield, but the
triangle one.
triangle one. Yeah. So I wonder what they did with the triangle shield.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. That's weird. Now, if you
I'm
want to
just
really
mad.
see,
I'm just
go
mad
ahead.
that the Captain America United States and the Railroad didn't have a pink triangle shield.
A pink triangle. Oh, now, if you want to really see a fun cover, you should that Greg Land did. You should go ahead and look ahead to issue number 5. That one I saw on Twitter earlier
Yeah.
this week is Spider-Man.
So hallelujah, hallelujah.
Hallelujah! It's raining skulls.
I'm sorry.
I'll never do that again, guys. I'm sorry.
Rainbow Rowell should just take over for this.
No, Derek Landy's it's actually been pretty fun.
I wanna
Gotta say.
I want an Avengers slice of life. That's what we need.
An Avengers slice of life. Nobody
Hi.
wants that.
They're like it's in the theme of Friends. They're all living inside Avengers Tower.
That's what the Tumblr community wants, Venkman. I remember being on Tumblr when Avengers came out. That's what they all wanted.
I remember.
Don't give them that.
I'm just saying. I can't remember what comic book it was, but I remember reading it where, like, oh, I think it was Agent of Loki or something. It was like, yeah, Loki, Agent of Asgard.
Agent of Asgard, yeah.
He was climbing up, and he basically goes to the window, and he sees Thor basically like at the Avengers Tower, just pounding back mead, and then he gets a fight with Loki.
Nobody wants a slice of life Avengers story.
I'm just saying.
I'm just hung up on that. I'm
we
like,
were on break.
yep.
Come on.
All right. No, that's gonna rabbit hole us. I'm just gonna say, okay, this is my number 5 book.
Carol and Rhodey.
I'm
Rhodey's like, we were on break. He told me.
What happened? Boom! You looking for this? Okay, I'm done. This is my number 5 book,
Hulk,
y'all.
Thor, move the couch. Pivot.
Gonna get Friends stuck in my head now. Shoot, I'm gonna have to go watch
as you
Frasier.
should.
No, I'm gonna have to go watch some Frasier to drown it out.
No one cares about Frasier.
Hey, Frasier is
Go
hysterical.
watch Cheers and drown it out.
Where everybody. Actually, Frasier and Cheers are set in the same universe.
I know he was better on Cheers.
I'll
All
have
right,
to-
so
I'll have to
my
see.
my number 5. Well, have you ever watched Cheers?
No.
Wow.
I know it has John Ratzenberger though, who I only know from
watch
Pixar
Cheers.
movies.
All right, so
Okay.
my number 5, and I can't believe it's this far down. It can't be this far down. I can't pass it up. There it is. Guinnessville, the final issue of Captain Marvel, number 5.
Oh, they
And I'm gonna
homaged
sleep
that
great cover. Yep.
I like that. Okay. But
With
they
the sun
put all
this
the
time.
modern. They put all the.
I
modern
know. That's the thing.
Ugh. Hulk. I mean, I like the Planet Hulk, but
It's got Piotr with a beard over his.
oh yeah, because Piotr grew a beard, didn't he? He was able to grow a beard through his steely cheeks.
Yes.
Oh,
His tongue turns into. That's the thing. I never understood. His hair should be steel too. His tongue is steel.
it should be. Well, your hair is protein that comes from your body, so your hair should be steel.
Yes.
So, Stan Lee or whoever made Colossus,
Yeah,
you done goofed. Also, they have Clea Strange there wearing Doctor Strange's outfit.
yeah. Um, Overall, like I said, I've been enjoying the series. I mean, this is basically Peter David. Uh, is not, and if they think about it, these guys are not phoning it in. That's what I appreciate about these older comic books, or I guess these
Hmm.
throwbacks. I basically I'm gonna start reading more Incredible Hulk. We know we did a retrospective on with the Bachelor Party, but now I want to read more about it because this has to do with more of Marvel stuff. It's just intriguing me to go back and just read the stories around right, right around this area.
All right.
Same. And the great thing about this, well, I mean, I don't know if they were going to do this one, but I knew that the one Claremont did with Gambit, at the end of each issue, he listed the books that where it all fits part on. So basically, they're advertising the older works, which is
Hmm.
smart because no one wants to see the new stuff. Don't advertise. So
Well, if anything, I think maybe a lot of the newer readers don't know or care enough about the like maybe they're like I know when I first got into comics, I didn't care so much for if I knew like the stories that were back there, maybe I would have gone back and read them
uh,
because
I'll
the art
just
style kind of threw me off when I was reading them.
Evil Black Cat it is kind of why she got left with me with his tongue steel because that static electricity during winter killer.
She's not Beast.
No, no, but whenever you dude, during winter, you're walking around and you're walking in this grocery store, and then you go to grab the door open to get the like a milk or whatever
Uh,
juice out of thing. You shock
uh,
yourself.
yeah.
That's 10 times worse with Colossus.
I was thinking if Colossus is out in the cold for a long
Yeah,
time, does he become like a lamppost and you just like lick it and your tongue sticks to it?
Rager. I prefer Credible Hulk to Incredible Hulk because he cites his statements with facts and logic.
No misinformation. Misinformation smash.
Isn't that considered the Professor Hulk run?
Maybe.
Then
Probably. Probably
Mark
Professor Hulk.
Ruffalo educating us.
God. Ugh. No, thank you.
Now you give me an idea for a new series, Professor Hulk. This has been a minute with Professor Hulk.
Oh God, why? When will it end?
Overall, like I said, this has been a fun ride for this. Peter David, I don't like I said, even I guess I don't know what we consider his worst, but I mean, this guy he knows how to write books. He has his ways. If you're not a fan of Peter David, you're probably not gonna like this.
Hmm.
But then again, like I said, I never really read Peter David before. Um, and I know Breen likes to tote that Peter David is basically the best guy and he wrote the best Supergirl, the Matrix Supergirl story
Also,
line.
Young
Yeah,
Justice was
Young
really
Justice too.
phenomenal.
Overall, I said I can't fault this book. I've been enjoying it up to the end. That being said, I hope this issue pulls off because as far as it just got a lot right on this book, man. I invested like 5 issues now. I'm kind of sad though. I mean, I wish these were longer. I wish these were kind
I
of like
know.
ongoing.
That's
Like,
that's the thing. Like I love this idea Marvel
yeah,
has of like bringing back these older writers to do these throwback stories, but they're always miniseries. Like if you did an on like X-Men Legends, like that's a relatively ongoing series. Like
I
it's
yeah.
anthology stories, but
I think the reason they do this because if they gave these guys an ongoing, a lot of people would drop the other ongoing books.
well that they might have to pay them more for an ongoing
That
too.
too.
I'm sure that that's a reason why.
I
But
mean, I'm gonna speculate. Wow, they're old. They can't work as much as they used to.
mhm.
And I'd say, like, if you look at Mike Barron, which is
For real. I mean, it's not working like doing backbreaking labor in a Home
no,
Depot or
no,
something. Like if you're in your 60s or 70s, how
yeah,
hard is it to sit down and write? I
yeah.
mean, yeah.
Skip,
But
yeah, Skip. Yeah, exactly. I'm
I
just
agree
glad that
with
he's getting
Skip though.
work.
Yeah.
Uh,
A lot of the older writers, honestly, I'm glad they're all still able.
Michelin. Yeah,
Michelini, DeMatteis,
yep.
Jerry Ordway, like all those guys, I am glad they're still able to get some work.
It just makes you appreciate the older issues. The '90s that we scoffed at, you know.
Hmm.
It's so far well, Marvel and DC have fallen. So, like I said, currently right now there is something for at least I can find at Marvel. Without have me resorting to buy Jason Aaron Punisher. Dear God.
Hey, Skip brings up a good point. He has that Joe Fixit series that's about to come out. I think it's like
Exact.
Joe
Yeah.
Fixit versus Kingpin. So that sounds like it could be interesting,
Yep. Yeah, and he just had a new Fantastic Four, which I enjoyed.
right? Right?
So
Is that's still going, huh? Or does it have one
no,
issue left to go?
no,
Oh, it ended? Okay.
it ended.
Okay. Couldn't
Um,
can't remember.
oh yeah, that's okay. It's how most of these are. You don't remember when they're coming out because everything is so sporadic, like
Yeah.
as far as. And then the other big news we have, quickly before we go on to Zach's number 4, Johnny Cates is off of Hulk and Thor.
Yeah, kind of sad.
Ryan,
Actually,
yeah, you said
yeah,
yeah. Ryan Ottley apparently is going to be writing Thor as well as drawing
he
Thor.
he has already, I think, taken over writing duties and for like
Yeah,
the last issue. But yeah, I think he's going to carry out the rest of this Planet Hulk storyline that's going on now, and then after that, I don't know. Because Ryan Otley is going to be leaving Marvel too
yeah.
in February. He's got like a creator-owned thing he's going to work on.
Oh, really? I mean, I hope he did more stuff with Skybound. I
Yeah,
lose art.
I think he is going back to Image. I don't know if it's Skybound, but it is something over at Image. So,
Yeah.
Cates and Otley are going to be off of Hulk completely, both of them, and then over on Thor, Nick Klein is still the main artist, and they brought in like a guest writer who I guess is carrying things out for a while.
Torin Rogan.
Torin
Yeah, yeah,
Torin Grunbach or Grunbook
yeah.
or some
Who wrote the
Swedish
Mighty
name.
Mighty Jane Foster, Mighty
Yeah.
Thor? Yeah.
Well, I think she's been. Oh no, Donny Cates wrote the whole Venom Thor crossover.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, so
So,
I don't have
all
anything.
right.
I haven't read the other series she
You know
did. So
what? If they brought it back to Captain Marvel series and it was Peter David just writing it, I would be for it. But I mean,
yeah.
I look at some of these newer writers and it just
They,
they're so low on the these writers are so low on the totem pole.
mhm.
They have no creative say. Where I think like where Peter David, if they want him,
Yeah.
they have to kind of cater like, well, he's gonna write this story. Well, crap. Do we want him or do we want to have somebody else? Like there's like I'm afraid we get a Marvel Voices if we got person
Oh,
coming in and
Breen says that writer wrote the Captain Marvel annual and it was actually good.
oh, okay, well that improves it a little bit. I mean, I'll try. I'll check it out. But I mean,
Yeah,
overall, the best part of the situation is that I get to drop 2 books.
that's true. I'm kind of sad because I actually like Donny Cates and his whole because every book he works on he has tie in together. So
That's the thing.
that he's like the only one at Marvel that seems to give any thought towards continuity and different things like that. So I'm kind of I'm kind of bummed out about that.
Honestly, if if it comes down to the point where kids can't keep up, he can't do all this stuff.
Hmm.
Drop Vanish. Drop Hulk. Just
Yeah,
focus on Thor. You know.
yeah, yeah. I know he did have a lot of plates spinning at recently. So as far as comic titles, so it could be
It makes
all
me
the work
wonder
as
what
well.
else is he taking on new projects too other than we don't he start doing Vanish. Is he doing another thing for Marvel and and they just
Not
say
not that I know of,
yeah.
but I mean, who knows?
Overall though, but like I said, hopefully the best scenario for me is I get the drop 2 books and hey, Vanish should just vanish. I'm so sorry.
Actually,
I
Vanish is the best thing he's ever done.
I disagree. I like Thor. I read the first
Uh,
Vanish and
Donny
it
Cates
was
Thor is good.
yeah.
I like his Guardians of the Galaxy run. It was way too short, but it
Well,
was really good.
the reason I'm upset because remember we saw that vision he had of Thanos
Right, with
with the
the
hammer.
Infinity
Yeah,
Mjolnir. Yeah,
yeah,
and we never
yeah.
got any payoff on that. Yeah,
So I
still
mean,
waiting.
I want that.
Yeah, for real.
Uh,
Anyway,
Vanish can go the way of Paradiso. Sorry, even as much as I love Paradiso, I love Ram V on the Batman books and some of his other books. He's doing Carnage, but
mhm,
hopefully, like I said, hopefully these guys come back to their stuff, their creator own stuff. But
yeah,
if it's him just staying on Vanish and dropping the other 2 books because he's making more money, good for him. But I'm greedy. I want to read the books I like for him. But overall, but all right. So let's go to your number 4, Zach.
all right. My number 4 book, as Skip is screaming Paradiso in the
I know.
chat. My number 4 book is the cheapest book on my pull list that's out this week from our good friend over at Image Comics, Todd McFarlane. We have Scorched number 12. The Scorched number 12.
Scorch. Sorry. I think of Thor
Scorched.
time.
And I'm digging this cover too. This cover is
It's a connected
fantastic.
cover, I believe. All right.
Is it connected?
Or no?
I don't.
The next one's a connecting cover.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's this one.
Yeah, this one's done by Raymond Gay. No, that's a variant, I thought.
This is the variant. This is the
That's
variant
the variant.
cover.
Yeah, that's the variant on your screen right there. Yeah.
Because I was looking at the next one, there's supposed to be some more variants coming out. These are the
Oh,
main ones.
okay.
That's the main cover.
Oh,
See, it looks like
okay.
both. It looks like both of them have their own variant covers or connected covers.
They do look like they kind of connect,
This one
but
connects. Maybe we're gonna
yeah,
have two that connect for the first one.
maybe.
A's. Because I was looking at the cover B's, but they're also, like I said, this is just sick. This is like Iron Maiden.
I freaking dude, this is I love the team shot covers that they do for Scorch. They all look so good.
I
This one though is fantastic. This guy Raymond Gay, this is an awesome cover. It makes me want to look up this artist and see what else he's done.
the only thing I want to say differently is you brought up the last name. It's funny because
That's his
I was
last
gonna
name.
mention I was gonna mention I know, but I was gonna mention I didn't put two and two together until I saw the crotch scroll. It's like
I'm trying to
uh,
see what else he's done. He's done some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. He did some Vampirella. I don't know
yeah.
if he's just a cover artist. It looks like he might have just done
But
covers.
it's still ongoing though. Like I
He's
said, look
relatively new.
15.
Yeah.
I mean, how long is this gonna go? Because they're going doing Gunslinger Spawn,
I think they're
King
doing
King,
regular
Spawn, King Spawn.
King Spawn.
Yeah,
Yep. And isn't there just regular Spawn too?
I think so too. I mean,
Yeah. I'm surprised there's not a She Spawn solo title. But anyway, yeah, no, Spawn has been Scorched has been a lot of fun. I was not a Spawn fan. I'm relatively new to the Spawn franchise and everything. So, and I love team books, which is why I jumped on Scorched because it's like a Spawn Avengers type of book. That's how McFarlane advertised it.
yeah,
And yeah, this has been a really fun story so far. So this issue, there's a final confrontation with the Sin Devourers, which are basically like sentinels that hunt the Spawn characters. And yeah, this is I think it's getting near to the conclusion of this first story arc. And yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a big, fun, wild
yeah.
battle blowout issue.
I'm gonna
So I'm
say
all for it.
I'm not a fan of Tom McFarlane writing. I read his
Hmm.
Spider-Man story. It wasn't that great. His issues, but
Yeah.
didn't really care for Spawn. I guess people do like Spawn and him, but I like him drawing. That's pretty much. And I no offense to anybody who likes him writing, but Sean Lewis was like a relief because I was like I had no idea who this was, and then I started reading it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually pretty good. And then on top of that, you're getting Steven Segovia art.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
I do know that for a while though we were getting Todd McFarlane. He was doing the lettering himself because he was on Instagram posting videos. And I'm just
Mhm.
working on doing the lettering for the next issue and
Yeah.
stuff. Overall, like I said, I just hope that they continue to go in the direction they're going. And like I said, I right now it doesn't feel like it's being phoned in. If Todd McFarlane would have been drawing it, I think it'd probably be the old art's being phoned in because I'm not sure how involved he was with the toys, but he's always hawking them.
He's right now at
Yeah,
DC. Like the big thing going on is Batman and Spawn, the
yeah.
crossover. So I
I think,
imagine he's probably really
like I said,
busy with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that comic alone, but I'm saying, I mean, I'm not how involved he is. If he's constantly doing all the business stuff, and it's just quickly you're
Yeah.
just drawing something out. Like,
Right.
that's my fear when with some of these guys. They
Yeah.
take it too much.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. Which, if I mean, no offense, if they want to do that, then yeah, I say go. But it's like it's really difficult to juggle both of those roles.
well, the
That's why
good
you
thing.
don't. That's why you don't see Jim Lee do anything at DC outside of an occasional
Hey,
cover. He's just running
At least
the
Engeltine
show.
knows who's going to take over once he dies. First one.
Wah 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 wah.
Inside baseball joke for those that don't know. On I Love Comics, we had Mike Barron on a lot of last year, and
Has it
Engeltine.
been that long?
I think it feels like it's been that long, maybe a little longer. But Engeltine had asked Mike Barron. He's like, "So who's going to take over the Badger once you're gone?" He's like, "What?"
Some
So
questions.
we don't let it die.
We don't.
We can't. That's-
How ironic that we don't let a joke about someone dying die.
Ah,
But also the thing I really like about Scorched as well, being budget conscious as I am, I really appreciate the fact that they keep this book at $2.99. All
that's
these
true.
other Marvel, DC, even Image, these guys or other Image books, they'll go up to $4.99 or higher. This one has stayed at $2.99 consistently, which I appreciate.
Yeah, and that's the way comic books should be.
Right? Remember when DC said drawing the line at 299? That was like back in like 2012 or 2014,
Then they
something like that.
realize if we see how people just keep buying, going to Disney World no matter what the price is,
Mm-hmm.
because people, as long as there's always a demand, and then when they have control of it, they can force you to do anything they want to. Like I said, I'm afraid when we get to the $8 books for 32 pages.
God dog it. I'm gonna have to give up comics at that point. I'm gonna be
And
like
at
one book
that moment, I'm
only.
just saying, the problem with comic books today is if they keep raising the price, they're going to encourage more people to get it through illicit means
That's
or
true.
share books.
That's true.
I
Or just
mean,
wait for the trades.
that too. You can imagine no one's buying the floppies, and then like they won't be able to, they won't be able to afford to make the trades then.
Right.
You know, um, like I said, Xenoscope's got it down. Correct, cool pattern. They do like the 60 issues or do the quarterly 72 pages. Plus they do everything else. They advertise. There's all the virtual stuff. They're more fan centric.
Yeah.
Where Marvel and DC really don't care. They'd rather just here go watch our movie, buy
Yeah.
our merchandise. They don't give a crap about the comic books.
It
It's
is
sad.
unfortunate. Alrighty. Well, what is your number 4 good master?
My number four is a book that well, been actually enjoying this because despite what Christopher Priest did to one of the characters by bringing one of the characters back, it has nothing to do with this part of the universe. It's a separate universe of its own, which I'm thankful for because Christopher Priest butchers every character he touches. Well, except for Deathstroke.
Except for Black Panther and Captain America.
Sorry. So that's a good. It's not to say we're both nerds. We have different opinions.
That's true.
That's what makes it great about a hobby.
That's
If
true.
we all agreed on everything, it'd be boring. So
It would be
number
insanely boring. Yeah.
so my number four is Vampiro Strikes number seven. Like I said, this is continue basically with Adventures of Vampirella. For those who ever watched or read Adventures of Vampirella, came out in back in the early '90s. It was written by the same writer, Thompson Stygoski, and it went for 25 issues, leading up to the death of Vampirella. In 2019, they brought the series back. They revived her and they went for another 25 issues. They killed off the goddess Nyx. It was basically the girl who basically killed uh, not only Michael Van Helsing, basically, which was basically Vampirella's main lover, but she also killed Vampirella. And so basically, she allowed Vampirella to be resurrected only because she had some tendency, some kind of twisted fantasy that she wanted to get with Vampirella. Vampirella said, "I like the guys," killed her, and pretty much, she's been dead since then. And this takes 15 years after Vengeance of Vampirella. I'm just glad that he's basically continuing with his own little world, And this is sometimes it's good for little small stories like this, comic books. I appreciate this. I understand, like when it comes to like the big worlds like Marvel and DC, they have the huge list of characters. Sometimes you want it to connect. This you don't really need to, because I would not want to connect to some of the other writers who just don't know what they're doing, like Mark Russell or stuff. I just don't want any of that touching the stuff that I like. I don't know. I guess I'm picky. Whatever. But overall, it said I've been enjoying the series, and it sounds like they might be bringing her back, Goddess Nyx, in this series, or it might be getting a new villain. I'm not really sure. It's just all we know is that they're trying to bring back the Nyx. They have this cult, and basically Vampirella is going to infiltrate the cult, and we're getting to see different abilities of Vampirella, including she's got one of her friends. Basically, he basically is like a synthetic, like a AI, almost like a symbiote, basically. So basically, what it does, it covers Vampirella, her body, and makes her look. But hell, I know, right? But it changes their appearance for her. It bonds to Vampirella and changes their appearance so she can blend in with this crowd. So, like I said, cults, hot babes, people being murdered, monsters, ghouls, whatever, cheesecake, and none of that progressive stuff.
All that's missing is Nazis and dinosaurs.
I mean, we're kind of far in the future, because this is the world. Because for those who don't know, in this world, basically, after the death of Nyx, the ghouls in the remaining humans basically are living together in like not harmony, but they're like the best they can to be, as a new society, There's always an outside factor trying to cause race wars,
Mm.
species wars, whatever you want to call it. You know, so that's the closest you're gonna get to progressive on his thing, as far as that, or cultural, as far as the real world stuff, I'd say.
Yeah.
But overall, it's been fun.
Awesome.
Zach Buick were the Nazis. Well, I mean, if he's
Just
getting,
so
if
just
he's
so I can watch Vampirella kill them. That's why. If you gotta have bad guys in your comic, what better bad guy is there than
well,
a Nazi?
he doesn't have to ask. If he's getting Sergeant Rock this week, then he knows it there.
That's true too. That's true
Yeah,
too. I got my Nazi fix last week with Sheena, Queen of the Jungle. When I say that, I mean dinosaurs killing Nazis, guys.
like I said, I can
Be
understand. I
clear.
mean,
Radar's not buying it.
Zach's a history guy. I like
I am.
World War II stuff. I like watching documentaries. I like learning about the different submarines, different technology. The fact that the Nazis are the ones that had the rocket engines. That's where we got that technology from. Was from
That's true.
Nazis. Same
That's
with
true.
Fanta, orange soda. And
Is that really where
Coca-Cola.
we got Orange Fanta from?
Fanta was a German. It was made in Germany
Ah, how about that?
during the war. The Nazis were sipping Fanta. So
The
if you drink
ghosts,
Fanta, you're
the Nazi ghosts must have been so furious when they see the commercials advertising Fanta. What have they done to our delicious beverage?
well, that's basically and this is my conspiracy theory. People who drink Fanta are the useful idiots that vote for all these people getting come out. They are the really evil people. They're being brainwashed, chemically
So
altered.
instead of fluoride, it's Fanta.
It's Fanta. But also Coca-Cola is also Germany too.
Oh well, see, I don't drink Coca-Cola. I drink
But we
Pepsi.
know that we do not our dear friend Eric Brain drinks Coke Zero.
Oh,
Yeah,
Pepsi, guys. Pepsi's better.
yeah.
Anyway,
Oh wait. So all right.
cool. Were
So
there
that's
any, or are you getting the main cover, or are there any variants that you're
there's a
grabbing?
lot of coverage. This is the one I'm getting right here. I'm getting the kind of the cartouche one.
Oh, I like that. That's
Yeah.
cool. I dig that style actually.
So for those
It
who
looks kind of
will
weird.
be
She's just like not colored in except for the suit, if you can call it a suit.
more reality stuff. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know about this. This is a variant cover, so sometimes they have
Yeah.
nothing to do with it. But we get the manga over here on the left.
Yeah, you got the manga look. You've got like the painted look. You
It
got
looks like the what's that little girl? The little
It looks like those little
from
books
Harvey
like
Comics.
Harvey
Little
or
Alita.
yeah. Like is that the one that's like Richie Rich, kind of, or Little Devil, or that looks like
Right
that one.
around there, but yeah, Little Alita was different. She was part of the Harvey comic books.
Yeah.
And then you got like the monsters kind of look over here, like it's not old '60s stuff. And then you
It
said,
looks like
yeah,
it looks like a Beatles cover or something over there. And then yeah, the one on the right looks like
yeah,
a
yeah.
Saturday morning cartoon.
And there's cosplay, which I never get because cosplay girls never look anything like the character.
They never do. The upside down one looks really good.
This is the other one too. This is a Xovia cover.
Oh, that's neat.
Yep,
Hell Drive.
I know, right? Overall, but
Right on.
yep. So that's it for this one for number 4. So we'll go to your number
Alright.
3. I didn't see if anybody else had any in the chat posting their top 5 at all.
I have not
Didn't
seen
think
any.
I don't think anybody.
Undead Quinn's not here. I know he's normally the one who will jump in. I know Ash
True,
and
true, yeah.
traditionalists have been talking about books that they're enjoying, but not what they're pulling this week. So, but yeah, if anyone is pulling any new books this week, y'all let us know in the chat. We want to know what y'all are reading. Just as much as we're giving off our titles, letting y'all know what we're reading. Y'all can reciprocate.
Right, yeah.
But right, my number 3. Man, there's one more issue in this miniseries to go, and I'm gonna be sad because it's gonna be ending. But this is from DC Comics. This is from Kenny Porter and Baldemar Rivas. This
Next.
has one of my 3 main ingredients for a good comic. There's dinosaurs, cheesecake, and giant robots. And this is giant robots, folks. DC Mech number 5, the Green Lantern cover, which I really like.
Just turn this into an anime. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Gundam anime starring the Justice League. What else do you need? No, I'm just kidding. That's what I said last time when there was dinosaurs in the Justice League. No, this has been really fun.
Oh yeah, this is Pacific Rim job. That's what this is.
Yeah, it's Pacific Rim. It really is. Look,
Remember
especially
this
Green
is yeah.
Lantern, because both Hal and John are
We
piloting
know
Green
that
Lantern.
Hal is the top, and because we look at
Why you gotta do that?
well, they made your boy John. They got rid of the beard, feminized him up, made him skinny.
I don't think
You
it's so
know,
much they feminized him. They made him a little bit younger, but
they
it's a different
de-aged him.
universe. Yeah. The middle cover is the one I'm hoping to get. Not that one, but the one in the middle. That's Dan Mora actually.
And he's got an earring. It looks like it on his right ear.
Oh, does he? I didn't even
Wow,
see that.
wow. What is with Hal?
What do you mean?
Hey guys. I don't know. It's just
That
so
could
weird.
just that could just be a spark. There's like some white glittery stuff
This is
on
what
the
I mean.
ears.
If this is Dan Mora,
The cover is Dan Mora. He's not doing the interior.
so Dan Mora is purposely making guys look more feminine. You know,
It's a different. He doesn't look feminine. He looks younger. He looks like John Boyega from the Pacific Rim sequel.
Hal when he was younger, still had the
Yeah.
ring. Yeah, so it's a 1 in 50.
That one, the Virgin variant is.
Okay. Well, that's the only
But
cover it is of that one. There is
no,
no one no
there's
more.
the other. There's the other one that's called like the trading card or the Dan Mora card stock. That's
This
the one
is
that I. That's the one that
yeah,
I want to get though. That one looks
yeah.
like an anime or a manga. But anyway, yeah, this has been. It has been really fun. Right now, the Justice. I think they're calling them. They're calling them the Justice Squadron. But they've got on one hand they're fighting Darkseid, who has like parademon mechs, and then on the other side, Lex Luthor has been pretending to be an ally, but he's about to like reveal his true colors, and it's just been really fun. It's been a really fun book. If you like giant robots, if you want to see what superheroes are like in giant robots, I think this is definitely worth a look at. If you've got even a kid who likes giant robots, like Power Rangers or Kamen Rider or Pacific Rim, this is definitely worth your time. I think it's been a really fun. The colors, the art is really great as well. I think it's really, it's really appeasing. And I'm sad it's only 6 issues, really. But and I don't think Dan Mora makes guys look effeminate. Maybe slimmer in some cases, but I don't know about effeminate.
He draws basically like I said, if you draw Superman and Batman looking at the same build as Wally West or even Barry Allen,
Yeah.
like I understand Green Lantern being a little older, so they draw him a little more bulky. Same with Green Arrow, but Batman and the Superman are always considered your heavies.
Yeah.
Like they should always be a little bit more bulked up,
Yeah.
not the point where they look like Rob Liefeld, like Captain America, but like
Yeah.
in a sense,
Yeah,
yeah,
a big old barrel chest. Yeah.
yeah. Like I said, that's one of the reasons why I at first I admit when I played the Arkham Knights, you saw how big a beefy Batman is, but then I realized it's like no, I mean, of course he'd have the guy would never skip leg day. He's running from rooftop to rooftop, man. He's always working out. So like I said, uh, in theory, Arnold would be the perfect candidate for for Batman.
But yeah, I was just answering Ash in the chat. He was asking me what was better, DC Mech or the Marvel Mech Strike. I actually am liking this better. Marvel Mech Strike, like I said
Yeah,
in the chat, it's okay, but it borrowed way too many elements from Pacific Rim. This, it has the giant mechs, but it's not copying the storyline from Pacific Rim. But it is a lot of fun. Like I said, I'm sad that it's going to be going. They've done some really neat ideas, I think, with like Superman and Wonder Woman and Flash. They gave like a little origin story to in the last issue or in this universe. So hopefully we get some more Green Lantern time in this one. So, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and it's my number 3.
that brings up another question,
Okay.
because we had another crossover of the Marvel and DC thing recently with a writer did that took over for the Fortnite. What was better, DC or Marvel? Because you read the DC one,
Ooh.
right?
Yeah,
The
yeah. I
Batman.
think I think maybe the DC one. The Marvel one's okay. Hmm. I think personally, I think I enjoyed the DC one a little bit more. The Marvel one started out pretty interesting, and then it feels like it just weighed itself down with too
Petered out.
complicated a
Yeah.
plot. Um, it's not bad. But
I
at
not
least
I
Batman
yeah.
Fortnite I think was a better book
I did not
because
read the
they're
Marvel
both
Fortnite, but
they're
I
both
said
written by the same guy though.
yeah,
Christos Gage wrote both of them.
yeah.
So
And like I say, I still check that book out, man. Fortnite Batman. I'm not I hate Fortnite, but overall, it was mainly more a Batman story than it was Fortnite. It was just basic Batman beat the shit out of Fortnite characters.
yeah,
Literally, that's all it was. I was like, thank you,
yeah,
Ajin
yeah.
P.
So
Why would you want to escape for Fortnite?
yeah, it's fun. I haven't played actually. I haven't played
Hey,
Fortnite in a month.
you, you're gonna complain about Fortnite. Wait until they have Minecraft Marvel,
It's gonna happen. You know it's
and
gonna.
they're gonna be and they got Marvel characters in the Minecraft format.
Evil Black Cat, you are correct. DC did do the mechs better than Marvel.
Yep.
They may have ripped off Marvel, but Marvel just ripped off Pacific Rim when they did their mech book. And so at least DC and ripping off Marvel isn't copycatting a movie. So,
True. True.
and Ash is right. Fortnite is really kind of genius. I kind of am
Yeah.
low key mad at them because they promised me a zombie survival game at first, and then it became a battle royale game. And I just wanted zombie survival.
Well,
But
they know
whatever.
that kids are and adults are playing Fortnite. And I say
Yeah,
adults, I mean Zach. Uh,
it's true.
so they're giving exclusive like skins. So basically, you're the incentive to buy the comic book, whether you read it or not. Kids are
Yeah.
buying for the codes, so the
They're
book is
buying it
still
for the
selling.
codes. Yeah, exactly. Dude, my
So I
LCS when the
mean,
new Marvel series was coming out, like they severely underordered on the first issue. Like,
dude, if that's the case, and now I don't know what the sales are or for Marvel or whatever, but as far as for the DC, if their sales are profitable, it was better than what they're doing with the current books. I would just be pumping up. Crystal Gage, when's volume 3, 4, or 5 coming out? Obviously, because the goal is for as a company, you want to make money, and if you can make money from people who normally don't buy your stuff, that's a win.
mm-hmm,
But all
absolutely.
right, all right. So my number 3, and keeping with the theme here. Just trying to figure out where it is Robin Hood Last Stop.
Nice.
Um, been liking this. It's kind of like a Green Arrow series, kind of like this, but a little bit changed with the fairy tale Robin Hood. Um, overall, I said I mean these are mostly. I don't think they list on here how many pages it is, but normally these are like 72 pages.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
know,
they're big. They're
but
bigger books for
but
sure. Yeah.
but this is a one shot. So basically, and it's just looks like it's evil reindeers.
Yeah. Look
Uh,
at that. Look at that.
Deep below the in New York subway tunnels, something is feeding in secret on the flesh of the city's lost souls. Basically, homeless people are being murdered again. Seems to be a hobby. This, it's a new
Always
thing.
easy to go for the homeless people.
Well, I mean, in the Shazam one, with Mary Marvel,
Uh huh.
there's homeless people are being abducted, experimented on. So why not?
Yeah.
It's a trope. People do it all the time. So basically, she's down the subway. She has to fight against these monsters and save people. Overall, you said Xenoscope brings you the cheesecake, gives you a good story. I said art's pretty good too, and I said overall, you don't have to worry about like getting a Megan Fitzmartin. But overall, though, like I said, I've been liking this stuff. Second is we're waiting for Mein Kampf Marvel. What the hell? Jeez.
Good
This
lord, Cat.
man. I feel like I
Good
shouldn't be reading
lord.
these off. I feel like we're gonna get in trouble with YouTube. He's like,
I think we might.
these guys said Nazis most show. Now they're saying Mein Kampf. They're like, oh, they're promoting Nazism.
What is going on?
No, no. And if you're pro-Nazi, then you are a horrible person. I'm just gonna say that.
That's true. If you're a pro-Nazi, that is not good. You should
Yes.
reevaluate your life choices.
Yeah, and Ronnie says the reason the homeless people being kidnapped, etc., is a trope is because, frankly, people don't care about the homeless, which is true.
Yes.
Unless you live in San Francisco, then the homeless we have free reign. It's like, all right, Hail Lobster.
Hail lobster.
All right. So overall, so like I said, I've been enjoying this series. Very from back in 2013. Robin Hood's been going on.
Is
Uh,
they do stuff quarterly, right? Like it's not
quar-
every month.
no, it's quarterly a lot of times, or sometimes there's so a Robin Hood story here might tie into another book that comes out like later on.
Hmm.
Like I got that, was it the Halloween costume thing for Grim Fairy Tales? You know,
Yes. Yeah, I
uh,
remember that one.
yeah, the story in there, which is also coming out this week too. And it's another quarterly with those characters continue the story. So I would prefer just to have the story and that's it, But they push it in with all of the cheesecake, stuff. I was like, so basically 70% of the book is just like pinups. It's like, okay, I don't need that. Give me a calendar for that if you want to do that, But give me like I'd rather pay like $3 or $4 for like a 15 page or no or 6 or 20 22 pages, whatever the story is. But overall, but it's the fact that I was just saying this, you are basically are kind of forced to, um, if you want to read a story, because a lot of times all the quarterlies are pretty much somewhat tied together,
Hmm.
unless you're getting Tales of Terror. Those are separate, like like your anthology, like your urban legends, but they actually are good stories.
Yeah.
uh, Overall, but yeah. So I mean, if shout out to Mr. E 2099. 3 years ago, he came on I Love Comics. We're doing our we've got issues, and he introduced me to this series.
Oh,
I
right
never
on.
really read Grim Fairy Tales. I remember, dude. I remember back in 2011, 2013. Like I saw this, so like, whoa, pinups on the cover, and I was just like, I can't bring this home. I'm
Right.
like, I was like, you got a black bag for this? It felt
It's
so
just that
weird.
kind of magazine.
But now that I'm older, like now, because like I said, now that I'm much older, it's like I just kind of don't really care anymore.
Yeah. Right.
Um, and then I really actually when it actually my ignorance, I actually open the book and look inside it. It's not as adult as I thought it was going to be,
Hmm.
because I expected like nudity and stuff like that. Because I see some of this stuff, it's like, because there are porn comic books. It's a thing. It's happening. It's been around. It's just not really advertised. Like look at Gun Honey, man. There's freaking nudity in that book.
Gun honey. Shoo, man. Ooh, boy.
I still
Yeah.
remember when like they had for hot coffee mode in San Andreas Grand Theft Auto, and they quickly recalled it. It's like, what? There's a scene in there where you can have sex. It's like, what? Like I said, like it's weird how our culture is kind of skirting closer and closer to that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, but overall, but I said this is pretty much safe. You can even let your kids read if you want to, as long as your kids are like in their teens. There's nothing really raunchy in it. If anything, it's just a girl who found out she's from another world, another realm, has this magic ability where basically she can this basically has perfect sight. Well, not really. Not she basically has a lock on target for her eye. She does miss, but it helps her give her the ability. She can hit. She has magic, uh, you know, that she doesn't know how to use. She's kind of learning how to use, but basically, but she's become a vigilante, killing, hunting down monsters, which is the Grim Fairy Tales thing too. They go after evil snake monsters, centaurs, minotaurs, whatever you want to call them. There's tons of them, but yeah, and 70% cheesecake, all the humanity. There was no humanities in there.
Now, before we go on to
Yeah.
number two books, Traditionalist asks, with Jason David Frank passing away, does it entice any of you to buy Power Rangers comics?
Even when he's alive, I'll say it quickly. I never really got into the Power Ranger stuff. I know our friend Joe's Geek Show, or,
Hmm.
or he's really into that stuff. He loves that stuff. I know Maga Bats is another person that's really into the Power Rangers stuff, watches the show stuff. I dipped out after the third season because I got tired of them changing the cast. Most everyone I watched was gone, and they kept changing the Zord. So I was like, because that's what they do. They got to keep up with the actual show they're copying.
Yep.
Saban does. So I got to the point where it's like, dude, this is getting annoying. It's like I just finally invest in this character and like, oh, I gotta go now. I was like I said, the original season, I was young, so I was like 11 when it came out.
Yeah.
But as far as the comic books, I kind of just didn't really have it was enticing for me to read them.
Yeah.
Not because I'm aged out. It's just the fact. It's just like I don't know. I guess I've read Transformer books, but I don't like Transformers. Ghostbusters was really my big thing for comic books
Yeah.
When Marvel decided to shit on Spider-Man. it's like it's so
Yeah.
and that's gone. But I'm reading some more Ninja Turtle stuff. I might go back and read some of the I guess the IDW stuff before the Jenica. Was it is?
Before Jenica, yeah.
Yes, yes. B- Ninja Turtles BJ. What? No, before Jenica. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying, bro.
okay.
Zach, get out of your mind, Zach. I don't shop at BJ's like Skip.
Yeah, I never got into Power Rangers
Yeah.
as a kid. I saw like one episode when I was like 10, and it frightened me to my like it was about like they were being baked into a pizza, and like the giant monster guy was gonna eat them, and
Yeah.
I was scared of I couldn't look at pizza for like a week, and then I was like, I don't think this show's for me, and then I just kind of never looked back.
Lord Zed and
Yeah,
Rita,
I
and
was like,
then Goldar and like all the different characters they had on the show and stuff.
yeah.
Monster
The
of the
new
Week.
when they remade the movie a few years ago, I thought that it looked really cool, but I never did get around to seeing it. So
I saw the
I
first
think
movie.
I've gotten too old.
I didn't watch Turbo, but I watched the first one with the dinosaurs and the movie, the ooze, whatever it is,
Yeah.
and that's how they lost their powers. They had to go train with this mystical like hot lady in the desert, who gave them their ninja new suits and zoids, and they all to save the day. I just remember because it has Dreams. I guess I think it's from Van Halen. There, they had a couple. They had like the soundtrack was pretty good for like I was like a kids movie. I was like, oh my gosh, you got Red Hot Chili Peppers in there,
Nice.
Higher Ground and stuff. It's just like, yeah. But like I said, overall, I just kind of aged out of it. I just started going more into the superhero stuff, more reading more comic books. But Ivan Ooze, yes.
He was in X-Men Apocalypse?
I don't. Maybe the actor was.
Oh, interesting.
But I think he's trying to say that the guy who played Apocalypse looked like Ivan Ooze.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac.
I
That's not his
literally,
role.
if you go back and look at that character for that movie, Ivan Ooze, he looked like Freddy Krueger, the actor.
Oh, interesting.
But you know what though, it's like I said, it's sad to hear about the guy passing away. I guess he took his life. That's what they're saying.
He was
And
like 49, wasn't he? He was
49 years old.
pretty young.
Yeah, born in 77, I think.
Yeah.
Somewhere on there, or yeah, 70. Yeah, like I said, like I know like there was rumors speculating that he cheated on his wife back in August, and then circulating. I don't know what that's the truth of that, but obviously people who are going through the divorce, it can take a toll on you, and that's what I said. Don't ever. I mean, if someone, that's the thing. If you ever feel like you're down, and I'll say this real quickly, if you ever feel like you need to talk to somebody, but you're afraid to because you think that for whatever reason they think that they won't care, it doesn't matter. Just go do something. Go talk to someone. Do things you like. Find something you like. It's just get help. Because yes, yeah, it's suicide's never the answer. I lost my dad to suicide, and like I said, it's one of the worst things you can do to someone who's a survivor. Obviously my dad had a moment of weakness. I forgive him for it, but yeah, it's heartbreaking because the guy's got 4 small children. But overall,
Yeah.
Skip is light in the mood. He said, "BJ's is the finest." Had it last night.
And Ash is saying that he was his age.
Yeah, 73. Okay, 73. Yeah. Okay. I knew it was like
There you go.
70s.
Ash is lying. Everyone knows he's 79. Anyway.
But yeah. So that's the thing talking about that. Hopefully, we can make it through December without anybody dying.
God, right?
I had Kevin Conroy, Jason David Franks, Bruce Campbell. You better freaking hang on to your 90.
Carlos Pacheco. Yeah, George Perez. Like, good Lord, man. Bunch of people.
It's sad. I said, as I was talking to Rob on Extreme Movie Show, we're reviewing Tulsa King with Stallone. Stallone 76.
Oh yeah, he's up.
It's like we do not want to basically, give any eulogies for people who just talking about people that we love to watch on TV like or movies. Everyone's getting up in age.
What is
Your writers?
I met someone yesterday. Her mom is like 107 years old and like still active and moving around and stuff. So there are people out there. They're not big name celebrities, but there are people out there that make it past 100.
And she does a ton of cocaine.
She probably does. Who knows?
The secret of life.
Maybe she does.
Eternal you is coke. Zero.
Someone said Ash should change his channel name to Old AF Comics.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Traditionalist, too many cast changes for Power Rangers. I just
Yeah.
got to the point where why do I invest in these characters if you're just gonna replace them like halfway through the season or the next season?
Or they make like a
Yeah,
million seasons of them too. Power Rangers in Space, Power Rangers,
yeah.
Time Rangers, whatever. I mean, there's just a million of them.
Plus, I was a teenager going through puberty, so I was going to be for Amy Jo Johnson. I don't care about the droids.
Everybody was going. Shoot, I don't even watch Power Rangers, and I knew who Amy Jo Johnson was. Oh, heck yes.
Yes, the baby
Anyway,
boomers are getting that age.
they are.
Hey, check out the fossils, man. Uh, you never know. Like I said,
Yeah.
seriously, give them love. They deserve it. These guys have a lot of cool shit that we wish you had, and hopefully,
Yes.
if you get on their nice side, they put you in your will.
Maybe. Maybe.
So,
And even if they don't, we'll find out where they live.
all right. So, getting to our number two.
I know we got way into the weeds on that one. Thanks,
Oh,
Power Rangers.
we're chatting with the community, and
We
that's what
are.
we like to do.
We are.
It's
I enjoy the chatting.
and I thank you guys for showing up because it's
Yeah.
really
Thank
weird when
y'all.
we go. It's just me and Eva Black Cat and Zach, or maybe Marania. It's just like no offense to Marania, but the more people here, the more fun we have.
No
So
offense to Marania, but full offense to Breen or Ash or Evil Black Cat.
wow,
I'm just kidding. That was a joke. Okay. Anyway, my number 2 book, Skip. If you're in the chat, give me a holler because I know you're gonna be getting this. Detective Comics 1066 from our boy Mr. Ram V, or if you're Roman, Ram 5. That's gonna hit some
if
of
you're
you very
Roman, we're
hard.
not talking about that Roman. We're talking about the better Roman.
Yeah, look at this book. So this is all right. So it's weird. This has got 2 different stories. One of them is a brand new story that's starting. It says Part 1, Something in the Way. The other one, A Tale of Three Halves, Part 2 of 3. So you got 2 stories in
So
there.
which
The
cover are you
main
getting?
one, hmm? That's a good question. I
You're
was
getting the
looking.
main.
That one looks really cool. No lie, I really
This
like
is
that one.
this, if I pick it up, this is the one I'm getting.
That one does look cool with like the skull and the mask and everything, and the
It, it
horns.
looks. It's like
Yeah.
Adam West came back to life.
Kind the '90s cover. They have like the '90s homage variant cover.
Oh, you know what it reminds you of? The Black
Like
Racers on Flash.
kinda, kinda. Oh,
But they're like,
traditionalists.
yeah,
Don't worry, traditionalists. You didn't throw us off. We like to
no,
talk. Like we were saying, we like to talk and chat with
we
y'all.
like when
So
people ask us questions
it's all good.
other than Rhaegar.
Yeah, I do kind of like. Who did this cover? I do kind of like this one with all the Batgirls. It's the 1 in 25 Colleen Durand cover. It kind of looks like an older painting.
Oh, this one here.
It's something. I can't put my finger on it, but it's something.
Batman has died, but his
Yeah.
cape's still flapping in the wind, and the
Cassandra
Batgirls are
Cain's
there to
doing
save
like
him.
Cassandra Cain's doing her best Little Mermaid impersonation.
Yeah,
But I'll probably go with the cardstock though, the one with the 2 masks and the skull under the mask. That would
kind
be
of glad that they got kind of. I'm kind of glad they remembered that she's not in a wheelchair anymore. That'd been a weird poster for Barbara.
I still think Barbara should have stayed as Oracle. And
She is
like,
Oracle, I know.
but she's also Batgirl.
She's not running around as Batgirl though.
She is in Nightwing.
Oh, and Nightwing, yeah, but
Yeah.
that's because Tom Taylor's an idiot. Every other comic book, she's been Oracle. Even
Okay.
Batgirls at Detective Comics, she was Oracle.
Okay. Well, anyway. So yeah, there's
Kyle
we get
Hotz cover. Yeah.
yeah, that one looks pretty cool. I like the '90s
So,
look.
so is this supposed to be Ubu or a new character?
I think that's a new character from this run that he's
Okay,
doing.
because
That might
obviously
be
it's a Bane cover where
yeah.
Bane's breaking his back.
It does look a lot like Bane. Yeah, it looks like a Bane homage.
It
Yeah,
is. It's supposed to be.
yeah. So, but this has been really cool. There's a new family that has come to Arkham, and they're trying to like take possession of a large chunk of it, or maybe the whole thing. Um, but yeah, it's causing trouble with the gangsters and with the police and with everybody. Bruce is trying his best to keep things under control. The League of Assassins has failed to assassinate this family. So yeah, Two Face has joined the fray. I think we have
Yep.
Mr. Freeze in this
Yeah,
next
yeah,
issue.
Mr. Freeze.
I'm kind of excited. I'm really digging it because Ram V hasn't brought in and hasn't put in any clues that Joker is going to come in. We
Oh,
have all
oh,
these other
oh.
Batman villains that we get.
We'll have a cameo of Barbara Gordon
Don't
in
care.
this one too. Don't care.
Don't care.
Done.
Uh, sorry, sorry, Barbara.
There's
Just
there's
don't care.
finally a ginger in a book, and you're like, I don't care. I don't want gingers.
All right. Well, not
Yeah.
that one. Starfire's the better ginger. Hashtag change my mind. Anyway, yeah, and then Bruce Wayne is gonna meet one of this new family, the young Orgum heir. So it's kind of like meeting, you know, one of these key catalysts of the story. It's been really cool. Ram V has written this really neat, like, I don't want to say Chris Nolan, but there's a movie or a movie writer or I can't quite put my finger on, but he captures this really cool noir, but we call it gothic, but there's almost like it's gonna hit me later on after the stream is over. There's a different flavor to Ram V's take on Batman that I'm really, really liking. It's not bombastic action like in Chip Zdarsky's Batman, which if you want that, I highly recommend that title. But this one is much more. It makes you think. You're kind of it's a mystery. There's clues and just different things to decipher. It feels like it's really good. I like it a lot. So yeah, definitely looking forward to checking this out.
Awesome.
And I don't hate gingers, Ash. I like gingers a lot.
How many genders are there?
How many genders are there? There's two.
Gingers.
How many genders are there?
Right.
Baroque. Oh, that might be it, Ash. Baroque. That might be it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I like that word. And my beard is not full enough to be Steven Crowder. I understand and I respect his beard. His beard game is on point. So, but yeah, this is my number 2 book this week.
All
Is
right.
Ram V.
All right. So my number two is a book kind of close to this one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is. Yeah. So
I'm intrigued.
my number two is actually Amazing Spider number. Let's go with you. I can't do it. I can't.
I was like, no,
Uh,
it's not. Don't even lie.
all right. My number two is Dark Crisis, the Dark Army. Mark Waid and Dennis Culver. We got also Delia Dawson in too. Damian Wayne versus the Darkness. We got clips in the background there. I mean, I like some of these older villains come up here.
Yeah.
It's tying into basically what's going on with Pariah's Dark Army. So Damian Wayne is basically why his Pariah is able to control the most dangerous cosmic villains of the multiverse, and he's taking Red Canary and Doctor Light on the road to see if he's right. So it's a little tie-in. I'm not sure if it's gonna be it's a one shot. So
Yeah.
it's $6 for 48 pages. So I mean, I'm paying basically what I would pay for a variant. You know,
Pretty much. Yeah.
4.99 is basically I paid for like most variants, but if you get like some of them are $1 more. That's overall though. Like I said, Power Girls in this too.
Heck yeah. Got
So
my attention.
I'm right. So there's look at this incentive foil version. This is crazy. But,
That's neat.
so I've never heard of Red
She's
Canary before.
yeah, she's a new character. I think they
Up a
referenced
Lazarus.
her in the Golden Age. I think.
Look, they gave her Lazarus.
I think she's gonna be upcoming in the new Justice Society book. She may be a character featured there.
Oh,
Like
Doctor Light too. I
character.
mean, it's cool to see Doctor Light. I haven't seen Doctor Light in a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute since Doctor Light's been in anything.
The only thing I would say it's dumb about her character is that she's wearing the leather like pants with fishnets over them.
That's
Whoever
an
decided
interesting
that,
choice.
yeah, because you can see more here in this one. Here you see her; she has the fishnets on over the leather.
Yeah, that's an
It's
interesting
like
choice. I mean, if she's a teenager, I'm okay with it because I don't think teenage girls need to be out running around in fishnets. So I'm kind of okay with it
True,
if that's the case.
true.
But no, this is a different Doctor Light. Rhaegar. God, there's a lot of Doctor Light.
Rhaegar, go check out Justice League International. Doctor Light's in there too.
Yeah, not the Doctor
She
Light from the
there's
Teen
a
Titans.
yeah,
Not
there's
that
yeah. This is the good version. There was an original Doctor Light who basically was an evil villain.
one. Right.
Even made an appearance recently on Titans like 2 seasons ago
Oh, did you
on
really?
HBO Max.
Okay.
Yeah, as a villain. But no, this is a doctor. She's a scientist, I guess, from Japan. and she basically is on the side of good. Now I don't know if she's always been on the side of good. I didn't read all of DC
To
stuff.
my knowledge, she has been. To my
Yeah,
knowledge, yeah.
yeah.
I like Evil Black Cat, Damien, Red Canary, and Doctor Light. So all the Asians together, except for Katana. There is no Katana.
Apes strong together, Asians strong together. I don't know. It's just overall. So like I said, it's something new. It's a one shot. I'm not really worried about it. I
Yeah,
mean, if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, I'll let you know.
I'm sure like all the other Dark Crisis books, they'll have like a big splash page. It'll be like a who's
So,
who, where's Waldo of
but so here's
characters.
so now we're getting Earth
There you
11
go.
character here. So here's all the supporting characters in this book,
Yep,
cameos.
yep.
We got Captain Carrots in here. We got Dino Cop from
Nice.
Rex Stegman. Sideways is making an appearance again.
Sideways. I remember that guy. He should
Yeah,
get the
so
one panel.
Thunderer. We got President Superman.
Oh,
Kal-El.
nice. Balzad.
Yeah,
Isn't that Balzad? Yeah.
yeah. I don't know why they call it. They're not
Yeah,
using
it's
the
like
Belzad in it.
that's the Justice League
The
multiverse.
Obama, the Obama
The
Superman.
Obama Superman. Yeah.
Doctor Multiverse is coming back again. Mary Marvel and John Kent, Superboy.
That's right.
But wait, cameos. Look at
Look at all the cameos she
look
got.
look at that.
Fire and Ice, Mirror Master,
Signal's back. Hey, remember they had Duke Thomas? Remember that guy?
Vixen. Hey, they
That was,
remembered they have Vixen and Silver Banshee.
yep. Raven. Basically, all the Teen Titans have been here too.
Look like
The
Titans. Look like you
Rogues.
got the Rogues, Justice League International,
Yep.
Morpho, Eclipso's in there.
Darkseid's in this too. Fire. Yeah, I said, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Felix Foss. You know,
Gonna
Doctor
have a little
Phosphorus.
who's who.
Yeah.
Find all the characters and win a no prize, folks.
My question is why is Damian Wayne listed as Batman?
Maybe it's from another universe.
Maybe.
I don't know. Black Lightning's in there. Captain Atom.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
so many. Yeah.
Very cool.
Harbinger.
Evil Black Cat says Girl Dr. Light, aka Kamiyo Hoshi, was always a good guy, but was a biatch at first, but was written like that on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then Avery Ho, the Chinese Flash or Japanese Flash, who's been was introduced by Joshua Williamson. So it's not like,
okay.
you know. But remember, a lot of those are being cameos, so they'll be like they'll see in the background. I don't
Right.
think they'll do much. But then again, who knows?
Probably not. Yeah.
Overall, I sound like mustard and bigotry. Well, I hate mustard.
You hate mustard? Mustard's
Yeah,
like the best
I'm not a
condiment.
mustard guy. No.
It is the best condiment, replacing barbecue sauce and ranch. Like it takes
No.
the head of the trinity.
Nope.
Okay. Well, alrighty then.
I'm
sir,
all about bigotry. Just not mustard. Okay.
He said it, not me. Clip that. Not me. It's him.
You clip that, my friend, and I'll sue your ass for wrongful prosecution.
Out of context slander.
Oh, I was actually more of a spin on the Bankman with it. You shut that down, my friend. We are not held responsible.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
All right, so
gracious.
you want to give a little recap for those who maybe just popped in? You know,
Yes,
people like to help late.
I would love to recap for those latecomers. Let's make sure that they get a participation trophy. No, I'm just kidding. Kidding, guys. I'm kidding. All right, my number 5.
We all get
was-
trophies. It's just that you'll never get them. That's all.
It's just imaginary. All Out Avengers number 3 was my number 5 pick.
Yep.
Scorched number 12 is my number 4. Number 3 goes to DC Mech number 5. My number 2 book was Detective Comics number 1066, and my number 1 book of the week. It is on the top row right there, so Vinkman should be able to find it fairly easily. Can
Spider-Man.
you guess what it is? No.
No, it's Action Comics.
It is. You win a no prize, sir. Action Comics 1049 from Philip Kennedy Johnson, who I am quickly becoming a fan of.
Guys, so we were talking
his
about this
writing
book.
has been awesome.
We were talking about this book last night. Last night,
were you?
Zach, we were talking about this book.
I might have.
Yeah,
fallen
you
asleep
by this
before
time you'd
before I
fall
got
asleep.
there.
It was 2
Yeah.
o'clock in the morning. You're probably for
I-
an
yeah,
hour.
I
We
con-
talked about this book. I think either
I
this
conked
book. I
out
forget which one it
around
was, but we
1.
talked about one of them. Yeah. So we went over this, Zach, and I'm curious because I've been hearing that you like this.
Yeah.
I was looking at the cast.
Hmm.
I mean, for this, we got where did I see? We saw not that, not this one.
What are you looking at? Supporting characters or main characters?
Supporting characters. We have Jonathan Kennedy that's going to be here is Superman Blue for this
I
team.
I'm not seeing that on mine. What do you mean supporting
Well, over
characters?
here. So basically, we all
Oh
know that it's
yeah, yeah,
basically
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Right.
We have Mon up here. We have Steel. We have his daughter.
Niece.
She's also called
She's his.
Steel, I guess,
Yeah. That's his niece actually. I think.
or his niece. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
It's
confused. I'm sorry. I'm confusing with Tasha Irons. Confusing with the Q show.
Yeah. Right.
Then we have Kara and
Hmm.
Superman.
Right.
Mono, I thought was gone, so apparently he's back.
I forgot about Monel. Honestly, I mean, I knew he
He was
was in
lost.
Supergirl,
Wasn't he kept in the
but
Phantom Zone because they couldn't like control his powers, something like
maybe.
that? I don't
The
know.
last time I read anything with Monel, that was like pre-Flashpoint. So I'm honestly weirded out that they brought it's like blast from the past. They brought him back, and then of course you left out the most important one. You left out Crypto the Superdog.
I say
They,
Crypto's in there, but we
oh,
get
did
the
you? Oh, okay.
Melissa Benoist,
Yeah.
I guess.
That maybe.
I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
see it. I
It's
don't
supposed to
really
be
see it.
it's
I
supposed to
think
be
it
Supergirl.
is this supposed to. I thought it was supposed to be like Lois or Martha.
Kind of looks like Supergirl. She looks kind of
Uh,
youthful there. Um,
maybe. I don't know. Supergirl is one of the main characters, so maybe it is. Maybe it is. This is the Smallville flashback. That one's pretty cool.
well, that's what we were looking at the next issue too. The next issue for this because the next issue, like these, like you see here, you get on the Chinese Superman. You have all,
Yeah.
and you have, they're bringing the Connor back, and it's got the point where there's two little kids here.
Yeah,
That's
he's
the
got the
point where
twins
you're
that
just
he
like,
adopted from War World. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just getting weird.
I know, I know. Ash doesn't like the Super family and the Bat family and the Flash. I know he doesn't like the families. Um, but I actually have been digging it. So I jumped into Philip Kennedy Johnson's run kind of late. I waited until after the whole War World thing ended because I kept hearing speculation. People were like, "Oh, they're gonna
Yeah,
kill Clark on War World. He's gonna be dead." I was like, "Well, why jump into it if that's the case?" Now I need to go back and read all through War World. Um, but yeah, I picked it up right as Superman was coming back home. And the last issue I read, I really liked it. He brought back these two kids, the twins, like you just mentioned. They're orphans from War World that didn't have a place to go. And I mean, part of me knows, the cynic in me knows that it's DC trying to recapture that child magic of when they had John Kent as a 10-year-old boy. And
yeah.
they know that a lot of fans really like that. So instead of giving them 10-year-old John again, because they refuse to de-age him, they're like, hey, here's these kids. Have these kids. But the way that they're written, though, I gotta say, I really love the way that they're written. Superman, Lois, they were written really well. I'm curious to see how he handles characters like Supergirl, because I don't think I've read anything that he's written with Supergirl in yet. You also have some other characters like Orion's in here, Metallo. The Metallo side story has been pretty interesting. It's been a little slow burning, but I'm hoping that this issue starts to see some payoff because there's been interaction between Luthor and Metallo, and I'm really curious to see where that goes.
Uh, Ash is saying he doesn't like Forest Families books, kind of like the FF, where they've always been baked, and where they've always baked in our
That's true.
crates.
I'll give him that.
But
That's,
this
that,
kind of looks like Hickman's version, where he started adopting all these little kids coming over for the Future Foundation.
uh,
You have the main family, and then you start
yeah.
adding more people, like they had Malcolm and Jr. It
They
was
didn't
hanging
have
out with Franklin, and
Leech. They had Leech hanging out with Franklin. The
no,
mutant
they had
Leech.
Dan Slott's run. You had Malcolm in the very beginning.
Oh, and Dan Slott's run. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like you said, they brought him in. Then he had all the little alien kids, too.
Oh,
And then
yeah. They had all the little
yeah,
boloids and the.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's I mean, it's just
I understand.
like I joked with the Ash. It's like they're gonna do Superman Family, like the '70s,
A super family.
Super Family
Um,
comics.
and then it goes into the friends.
That's a
Song
well,
apparently.
yeah. If it ends with Tim Drake, well, Tim Drake it's gonna end with Tim Drake. He's not gonna have any kids. Damien might.
Why would it end with Tim Drake? Tim Drake is Batman.
No,
You're
because
talking about Superman.
no, he's talking about the Bat Family.
Oh, the Bat Family. Okay.
Yeah,
Incredibles is a great family super team, Ash. That is correct, and it is a tragedy
Marvel
that
Family
that,
too.
that
Yeah.
Marvel did not get Brad Bird to direct the Fantastic Four movie. It is a tragedy, unspeakable. Um, but anyway, yeah, like I'm saying, Action Comics. This is 1049. It's been a lot of fun so far. I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. I think Phil Kennedy Johnson has been really solid in what I've read of his Superman stuff so far. I
Yeah,
still like Tomasi's stuff a little bit more, that much more. But yeah, this has been really good, and it makes me excited to see how he writes John Stewart when that series comes in early
well,
next
you get
year.
a Mike Perkins story in there too. Art. I know you're a fan of him too as well. I'm not sure what else he's supposed to be taking up a new art, isn't he? We're just saying about Mike Perkins supposed to be with Josh Williamson.
Is he? Is he
Um,
doing something with Joshua? What's Joshua Williamson doing coming up?
Superman.
He's got Superman coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I remember you
Superman.
and Skip were saying Mike Perkins, art's come back. I thought Mike Perkins was gonna be doing like Justice or Justice Society America or something like that.
No, no, that's Michael Janin. That
Oh,
that's
my
that's
bad,
me and
Michael
Ash
Janet.
that were
Yeah,
talking. Yeah,
okay.
Michael Janin. Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay.
Um,
Mike Perkins, yeah, I can't say off the top of my head I know about his art too much.
yeah,
I'm probably about to Google it and see what it looks like. But I mean,
Tim Connor after Tim leaves Bernard for him, will adopt. Damn it, Brain! We weren't bringing you up making Fitzmartin crap and all that stuff.
yeah, we don't need that. Actually, Mike Perkins looks like a really solid artist.
Yeah, well, yeah, the Bad Family did peak with Dick Grayson.
I'm trying to. Actually, Damien's. I like Damien. Damien's good.
Damien's been done well. It's just sad that in order for Damien to be done well, they have to like ruin Tim
That's true.
tremendously.
It was really sad that happened. They had to
And I'm
call
and I know
they had
that,
to call Tim Red Robin to distinguish him from Robin, and all I could think about was the burger
and
place
even
where the
and
guys.
then on top of that, here's the like the cherry on top. They had to change Tim's sexuality, even make it even more worse of a character, just to push Damien.
Right.
It's sad. Well, I mean, I don't know. Because like it owns a restaurant, Perkins.
Hey,
Maybe. I mean, who knows?
there are a lot of covers for the next issue for 1050.
That's what I was saying. I was looking at these for the next issues coming out.
Michael Allred. I don't really care for his artwork though.
There's so many different like as far as characters joining in. Look how people are in there. Graders. Jim Lee's
Yeah.
doing cover too.
Nick Dragota's in there.
I mean, I do
Not
like the Wee
unfortunate.
Weeks. That's cool.
Tom Taylor's in that. That one is really neat. I do like that one a lot.
But like I said, Nick Dragana's gonna be doing some work on there. Skip, you're gonna be getting some Superman books.
Yeah, buddy. The
Oh,
one of
there's
Clark and Lois sharing a milkshake is kind of fun.
the damn
Riley
parents.
Rossmo Riley Rossmo's cover actually looks good.
Is that the monkey arm wrestling?
No, it's the one to the left of it. It's him and Silver Banshee with the sonic waves.
Oh, this
Yeah,
one.
yeah, that one. That one actually looks pretty good, I think.
Until you look closer.
Well, nothing is perfect.
Here you go, Steve Lieber.
Steve Lieber. Look at that. Bibbo Babowski. And Jimmy Olsen. And Crypto.
Oh,
It's a win-win-win. Alex Ross has a cover coming out too, apparently. That
$7 though for 40
$7 for
pages.
48. Well, it's because it's 1050.
Oh,
Austin P, you're the man. He got that reference.
I do like
I
this
was like,
Jim Lee cover though.
nobody's
That's cool.
gonna guess where that's from.
Look
but
at how
Austin
Jim
P-
Lee draws Superman. Look how wide his chest is, bro. That's how muscular he is.
Yeah. Big
Like
old
that's what I
farm
mean.
boy. Yeah.
That's the whole joke. They grow him big. Well, they're growing big in Smallville. You
They
know.
do grow 'em big in Smallville. The Jim Lee one, the other Jim Lee one is okay. With him fighting, it looks like Luther and it might be Metallo. But
Yeah.
anyway, I'm getting ahead of it. This is the next issue. But yeah, this is my number one pick. I am looking forward to it. Like I said, Philip Kennedy Johnson, he's a solid
Wow.
writer. He's probably in the top 5 over at DC, top 5 writers that I'm
This
working
is
for.
cool. I don't even care about the book, but I
Yeah.
mean, I like this incentive cover.
It's
But it's 1
neat.
in 250 though.
I'm
It's one
not
in
even.
250.
Yeah, that, and I'm already not a huge Michael Allred fan. I know people who are, but I'm just there's something
No,
about
but
his art.
but
It's
but no.
unsettling to
The
me.
way I'm looking at it, you got Cyborg Superman. We got the Joker by John Byrne.
Yeah.
We look at the Val Zod from from Silver Age.
Oh yeah, no,
Bizarro, yeah. I
yeah.
mean, I give him props, man. He's bringing all the different Superman stuff, past event stuff. He's even the horse
Hmm.
that flies. Actually, comics in the upper left corner. Uh, like I said, it's cool.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not a Mike Aldred fan really, but man, I give him props. He brought out every single Superman, including like the 40s and 30s, everything.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. But all right.
Oh,
So
Undead Quinn, you got to catch up. He opted his number three, Agretsuko, out to lunch launches, number three. Oh, and then here's number two, is Parker Girls, number three.
yeah. All right.
All
Well,
right,
I'm
give
gonna
us a
recap
countdown
my.
after.
I'm gonna recap. So my recap for number 5 was Guinness Vale, Captain Marvel, the final issue of number 5. My number 4 was Vampiro Strikes, issue number 7. Number 3 was Robin Hood, Last Stop. My number 2, which you just saw 20 minutes ago, Dark Crisis, Dark Army. And my number 1 is Detective Comics.
Hey, so we did get some overlap this week. Right on.
Yeah, and I am getting the second cover here. It's just cool. It just reminds you of like the Green Lantern story with you had the Necron, or who was the guy, the guy who
Necron,
had
yeah.
the black ring, Black Lanterns.
Hmm.
You could control
Yeah,
them.
Blackest. Yeah,
Yeah,
he was the big bad
yeah.
behind Blackest Night. Yeah, Necron.
It just kind of looks like that. He just revived like Batman out of a zombie Batman. Like this is horrifying. I like it. Cool. I'm not real big on Simon Spurrier. Simon Spurrier can go eat a dick. Sorry, I just don't care for his writing. Sucks.
Venkman's like, I don't play.
We saw how he ruined Constantine. It was Simon Spurrier's run. They decided to make back in the New 52 or right around it.
Hmm.
That where we got basically him shacking up with the black bartender, and it basically Constantine was the beta in the male in the relationship. I was like, what is this crap? But so yeah, no, thank you. Overall, like I said, we got a demon takes hold of Darby Kent. I'm sorry, Harvey. Harvey
Kent?
Dent. Because Harvey Kent was the first appearance of Two Face back in Detective Comics, which you read on this channel. His name they called him Kent. So they were like, oh crap, we got another one named. So as Breen
There's
said,
another Smallville.
so they called it. They changed it to Dent. Um, but yeah. So like I said, it's cool. Possessed Two Face, and it's up to the bad side to save them both before it's too late. So basically, the evil version of Harvey is fighting against the demon inside him, possessing him. That's crazy. And then it says Harvey basically, yeah, it's basically because people want to know the identity of the Batman. Apparently, the one that's possessing him, so he's struggling to keep the secret. Because I guess apparently Harvey knows that Bruce is Batman at this point.
I think so, yeah.
And if they haven't figured it out yet, too, I don't know how they haven't. Where does he get all the money for these toys? Well, who's the richest guy who got them? Bruce Wayne. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and like I said, then the new heir, like I said, we got basically the League of Shadows fighting a failing war against this older, I guess, family.
Yeah,
That have like
family, yeah.
kind of like demonic powers
Mm-hmm.
in a sense. We got to see it with Bruce in the last issue, I believe. He was fighting in the water with one of them, and he got bit.
Mm-hmm.
And he in order he basically had in order to escape, he had to like electrocute himself as long as the creature while they're underwater.
Yeah.
Overall, like I said, it started off with a detective story. It was slow moving for me, but it picked up, especially in the last issue. This is part 2 of a 3-part story. Like I said, I just really hope it just keeps building up more and more. Like it just gets better and better. I have faith in MV. And I said we're getting Ivan Reyes doing the penciling on the interior. It's just been a fun book. I mean, right now I can enjoy reading Detective Comics and Batman. Before, I was only really enjoying Detective Comics because out of the two, Josh Williamson was kind of like, okay, I really don't care for this storyline. Not to say he's a bad writer, but even before that, we had Miracle Molly with Tinyan, and we had Gozal Ghostmaker, Clown Hunter. It's I just really didn't care for anything. Detective Comics, the reason I was going with Miracle Tamaki because it was more of the Bat family, working together. And now, which I don't mind for Detective Comics. At least one of the books should have Batman being solo.
Right.
That's all I want. But so hopefully, like I said, this continues. I mean, Sodarsky, I imagine he signed up for like a 3-year run at least, hopefully, or at least 50 issues.
Yeah,
You
that'd
know,
be awesome.
Ramby, I don't know how long he's going to be on this book because he's also working on Carnage, and I
Hmm.
think he's doing another book too. He was doing Swamp Thing.
He
And
was on Swamp Thing,
yeah,
which got extended, but I think it did actually
yeah,
come
yeah,
to an end.
in issue 18. So
Yeah.
overall, um, yeah, more I can say about this book. Like I said, I got a feeling this is going to be the best book of the week. All
Nice.
right.
Very cool.
So Ash
Ash
coming
Ash
in.
went ahead and just slammed in with all of his pulls. He's actually got 5 books this week.
He dropped his load at the very end.
Shoot.
Ace. Detective Comics is his number 5. His number
Nice.
4 is Ancient Enemies number 1.
Mm.
Number 3 is Vanish. Number 2 is 8 Billion Genies number 6. And number 1 is Ronin Book 2. He couldn't stop talking about it last night. Frank Miller porn for him. It's a sequel to the first Ronin. And I never read the first one. And then Ash is suffering from old man itis. I don't know if you ever looked it up, but he said he read the first one, and it looks like they might be continuing a story from a side character in the first book.
So, am I the only one that finds it ironic that wasn't because the first one was called The Last Ronin, wasn't it?
Wasn't that
Or, or,
Turtles?
or was it called The First Ronin?
I don't know.
I don't know. Is this one says or is it? Oh, this one's just called Ronin. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Never mind. I thought it said Last Ronin. I thought it was like Last Ronin Part 2, and I was like, well, why would it be Part 2 if it's the Last Ronin? Okay. Anyway, apparently it's supposed to be pretty pricey though.
And he says he can't defend the price point of either because I think the Ronin book is like $9, something like that,
Shoot.
somewhere around there,
Wow.
$8 or $9.
I mean, look, if it was a writer that I really like if it was Jeff Johns for me, it was Jeff Johns and he did a book that was coming out that was $9, I'd probably pay $9 for it.
Also, on Dead Quinn, his number 1 was Sacrament number 4. That's a good one. He's like 1 in 250. That's a bit much. Yes,
That does
dude.
seem a bit much, yeah.
A lot of these, I don't care about the comic book. Just give me the poster up on the wall.
Right.
Like the 250, the 1 in 250, that Mike Aldrich. That's a poster. Just
Oh yeah.
DC, put it on posters. Let me buy it as a poster. If I had the room in my house to put on, I'd have posters everywhere.
I love a good poster.
But
Yeah.
all right, that's almost 2 gallons of gas, but not in California.
Yeah. But actually it's about 3 gallons of gas here in Louisiana.
And
Our gas went down to 294 today, I noticed.
I could not defend Frank Miller's Ronin book 2 price points as Underquan. It looked good, but did not interest me.
Hmm.
It and something relates to his wife.
It relates to his wife.
Whose wife? The Frank Miller's. Oh, the
Maybe.
character. Oh, the character with the sword.
Maybe. Oh, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Gotcha. I
So
gotcha.
let's look at as far as what's coming out for trades, because
Yes. Let's do that. J.R. Exner says, I just watched Superman Red Sun. Man, DC animation is miles ahead of DC Comics. It used to be. Then they revamped everything, and now the new animation looks like really flat. I got it. I figured it out. The new animation looks like Archer. You know how like Archer, the animation's
yep.
like really flat and two-dimensional? Like if you go look at movies like the New Justice Society, which I like the New Justice Society, but like then they did the Superman Man of Tomorrow and they had the trailer for the new Legion movie. That animation looks like Archer. It's really weird. I'm not
Hey,
a
what's
fan.
up, Jr? Says you watch Superman Red Sun, man. The animation is miles ahead of the DC comics and DC universe. Yeah.
That's the one I was
Uh,
just talking about. Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, I was loading up the stuff too. I was
Oh, you're
reading
good.
other comments.
No, you're
But
good.
no, but I want to comment. The dude, Red Sun was a good.
Right?
I never read the comic, but I watched the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of depressing a little bit, but it was kind of cool seeing like the Russian Batman.
If you need a palate cleanser, not Man of Tomorrow, All Star Superman, was really good, really good movie.
Isn't that another depressing one?
Shh. Fine, go watch the Teen Titans Justice League. That movie
No,
sucked.
no. I'm trying to think of the other one I just watched. Trying to think.
Is it Superman, Batman, Justice League, Green Lantern?
The one with Parasite. Wasn't that Superman tomorrow? Man of Tomorrow.
I think that was Man of Tomorrow.
Man of Tomorrow.
But that had that animation style that I was saying, like it's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
weird looking.
It was kind of cool though.
Oh yeah, it was good.
It was a callback to basically when he first became Superman,
Hmm.
starting off.
I still need to see the new Super Sons movie. I haven't
But
seen it yet.
if you want a good stuff, for Superman stuff, check out the animated series.
Yeah,
They put
that
so much
series is
effort into
dope.
that stuff, and it just felt great.
The
And like I
fact that
said,
it only got one season is a tragedy.
yes, I'm so done with evil Superman. You
I
know,
agree.
I don't blame you. It's like uh, I want more heroic Superman. I mean, I
Yeah,
just give me that. Red Sun was okay because of the fact it's an alternate world,
yeah,
Elseworlds. It's not like it's not like he just decided to basically he chose to go evil like in Injustice.
right,
And Red Sun was because what happens if he landed somewhere else, and that's how it
hmm,
was.
right. Jr. There are several Justice League movies. My favorite one is Crisis on Two Earths. That's my favorite one.
Oh, Throne of Atlantis, I love that one too.
Throne of Atlantis. Well, Throne of Atlantis is a sequel to.
Uh,
Is it War? Justice League War, I think,
yeah, yeah, it's what
with
they come across,
Darkseid.
and they come across Aquaman with the
Yeah,
sub, and
yeah.
there's a whole plot with Black Manta and stuff, working with Ocean
Hmm.
Master. Um,
That was a good one though. Yeah, and then there's Babel.
there's
Babel
Doom.
was good.
Doom was
Doom,
the other
or
one.
is it Doom?
Just as like Doom was the Tower of Babel story, I believe
Oh,
that's
Doom was the Tower of Babel one. Yeah,
with
that
Vandal
one was.
Savage, going trying to kill basically everybody.
Yeah,
Um, Overall, like I said, there's a lot of good DC animated movies, but
yeah, yeah,
um,
definitely.
but if you're gonna watch a Superman movie where the death of Superman stuff, watch the latest one, Superman. I think it's called the Death of Superman, and then the Return of Superman. Both
Hmm.
watch those movies. Superman Doomsday, which I believe was the original one from 2007. Skip that.
I remember Doomsday. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
saw that one.
that was okay, but I mean, like I said, there's, but anyway, let's go here. So what's coming out? You can
All
skip
right.
the new Sinister trade, but Carnage,
You can get the Gwynverse
Carnage, man. This is the one I just, I think this is the one I just was reading with Ram V.
with
I
Rambi.
found, I think that's finally coming up. No, oh, no, this is original. This is okay. This is okay, you guys can't see it, but I'll go over there. This is basically, I'll click over there. This is Ram V. Basically his story, which he basically developed from having continued on from this. Basically, this collects 1 through 5 of Carnage this year, plus Carnage Forever, which he had because remember on the first issue of I remember on the first issue of Carnage, the one that Ramby's taken over, him and David Micheline were working together.
Hmm.
And then David Micheline kind of backed off. Ramby went full. Basically, going to control. Ty Templeton was working on it for a little bit. I mean, he had some good covers, but overall, for $18, 160 pages,
That's not bad.
no, not that bad. For 5 issues plus, I guess like another 48 pages, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how much Carnage Forever was, but
yeah.
that was cool. Now watch, I'm gonna have to because everything gets clicked again. I gotta go through here. Really?
See what I do whenever I
So,
click on a book, I just right click and open a new tab with it. And that
yeah.
way
Then I got to
it's
stop sharing. And I go. The
Oh,
problem is I
that's
got to stop
right.
sharing.
Yeah, that's right. Your computer's
Um,
weird like that.
Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah, how about
Omnibus,
that?
$125. Volume 1. That's out. Iron Man collection, The Return of Tony Stark,
Nice. That's the Maranya pick.
45 books. I might pick that up. It's 25. And
Yeah.
it's it's my price range. Here's the variant though, the Moon Knight. Oh
The
man,
Moon
that's
Knight.
great.
Oh, that is cool. I do like that with throwing the crescent moons.
Look, Zach, Iron Fist.
Hey, my boy, Fury of the Iron. Hey, look, there's that Fortnite Marvel Zero War.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not
And then
getting a hardcover.
there's
That doesn't
Skybound.
deserve a hardcover.
Wow, did they change the name on Skybound? It says "fuck this place." Now it says "I hate this place." What the hell?
That's
Oh,
kind of
it was a variant. Okay, that's what it is. That's why I was.
that's funny. Dude,
Um.
Skybound, they got some creative minds over at Skybound. Miranda
Uh.
says, which return of Tony Stark? There have been
Let
a
me go.
few.
Let me go look at
This
it.
one looks like it's in the 80s or maybe the early 90s.
It collects 290 through 297 as annual number 14. Our old superheroes from 1990, number 13. Iron Manual, number 1.
Iron
And material.
Manuel.
I get, yeah, maybe they meant annual. I don't know, but they put down manual. And then I have material for Marvel superheroes, number 2, 8 through 9, and 12, 14, and 15, the 19 and 19 run.
Mm-hmm.
488 pages for 45 bucks. Like I said, it's got. I'm getting it.
He's
Like,
made up his mind, folks.
because
He's going for it.
unless if for whatever reason they have if they have the Peter Parker Spectacular Man like to send that omnibus at the shop,
Yeah,
I might get it.
dude, go for it.
But the thing is, I already have them on like CD-ROM. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it's like it's what I want to do here. But Conan the Barbarian,
Nice.
original Marvel years omnibus volume number 9.
Usagi Yojimbo saga.
Soggy Jimbo.
Sagi Jimbo. Got a Frank Frazetta book, Death Dealer,
Yeah,
down
yeah.
there next to Conan. That's
There's
cool.
there's a Conan where dude, I thought he was wearing Wolverine's outfit at first.
Is that the Demon Bear from New Mutants? Looks
I'm
like
not
the
sure.
Demon Bear.
It's Conan. He's probably if it's I don't know. They may be doing like the older version where he's just nothing to do with Marvel. So the
Maybe.
Marvel is just run title.
Yep.
Ghost Rider, $75.
Yeah.
Marvel Studios. What if the art of the series?
I don't think that's worth a mention.
There you go, Sarah Deluxe
Sarah.
Hardcore Edition.
Wow.
That like this. Check that out on Ashland Comics. He actually read that.
Yeah.
That is beautiful art by Steve Epting. Garth Ennis is writing it. Takes place during World War II. Viewpoint from the Russians.
Nice.
During their war with the Nazis. Really, really cool.
Yeah, Steve Epting art. Can't go wrong.
And it's a hardcover for $50.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. And it just goes into manga stuff.
Yeah, then it goes into some manga stuff. And none of it is manga that I'm reading.
You like me, not my daughter? Born sexy tomorrow. Fanboy inside a guy's lap.
Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah.
God, is there any One Piece or My Hero or
What is
something?
this? Yes, you're a trade paper. What the heck is that? It looks like Ramana.
What on earth? Hey, there's a Marvel Master. Oh, that's a variant for.
It's a variant cover for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't recognize anything else down here.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's kind of weird. Overall, looking at the back up there, like I said, Sarah's pretty cool. For those like loving rockets, that this is like a hardcover collection for $400. If you can afford it.
That's a hardcore. You're a hardcore fan if you're spending $400.
Yeah, the first 50 books though.
Yeah.
You're so I can understand why it's $400.
Yeah, I can understand.
Like, is there like, I don't feel like going and trying to find all these. We're probably trying to hard to find all 400 books or 50 books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool.
Neat.
Yeah. So yeah, looking up, yeah, Conan the Barbarian. If you love Conan, that's cool. It's classic Conan. It's not the weird crap that came out recently in the past 5 6 years with Savage Conan, of Avengers. Yeah. Iron Fist, definitely check it out. Kamen Rider fans, for $13, you get the first volume for Titan Books. So this comes out November 23rd. It comes out tomorrow. I'm confused about this. Was there a Kamen Rider, or is this a collection of the Kamen Rider book that's supposed to be coming out tomorrow, starting actually this week? Because there's
It
a
can't
Kamen,
be. It can't be a collection if the book starts this week, right?
but it looks like let me see this. Fans of the superheroes, Power Rangers, and the Tokusatsu genre in general, as well as readers looking for an epic action series about a defender of justice with a twist, Kamen Rider Kuga marks the return of a classic manga character adapted for the 21st century that's so sure to surprise both new and veteran fans alike. It's a manga adaptation of the famous Japanese TV drama series and the
Yeah.
same name, centered around the first incarnation of the Kamen Rider hero for the Heisei era.
So it's a manga. So their
Yeah,
their their books are traditionally and typically a little bit
yeah, yeah,
thicker. So
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
that's why it's in
It's it's
trade.
it's, it's a manga. It's
Yeah.
it's, it's thirteen
Well,
dollars, two
think
hundred.
of like Common America. When you get a new volume of
Yeah.
that, it's not like a single floppy issue. It's like a trade, pretty much. So yeah.
This manga goes beyond the bounds of normal adaptation and redefines the hero for modern audiences, expanding its universe and connecting it to other incarnations of the bug-eyed hero. Oh, they're world building. This could be bad or it could be good. Connecting stuff. If you don't like the new stuff and it's connected to the older stuff, you're probably not gonna like it. But then, maybe you'll like the new stuff too. Um, I've never known anybody to hate mangas. I don't see mangas like getting woke really, as I do see comic books. Woke in a sense where basically it comes all about a self insert and not about the character in that sense. And I mean, um, yeah. So it's a perfect. It says these people said like it's a perfect starting point for anyone who basically wants to know why Kamen Rider is so beloved by people around the world. $13 for 224 pages.
That's a good
I've
deal.
never really been into. I watched like the Master Writer, which was the Americanized version back in the '90s.
Uh-huh.
It was on TV Saturday mornings. So I watched that. He had a dirt bike, and then he lived with his parents, and then he found out he's an alien,
Yeah.
and he gets the thing of the suit and stuff. I was just like, this is so weird. But I liked it better than Power Rangers. I gotta say, because it was I guess less hokey, I don't know. It was teen angst, but like less hokiness. There was no Bulk and Skull.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's overall though, that's cool.
I was checking to see how thick a normal manga volume is, because these are normally like $10. So if that's about the same number of pages as this, that might be a little bit less. But
Yeah,
still, it sounds like a good deal though, for like a trade size book.
Ash, I can't believe it's 40 years old either. I only saw the Netflix thing. I didn't realize it was that old. But then again, they are.
That's Love and Robots.
Yeah, yeah. I'm responding to Ash.
Yeah, he's talking about Love and Rockets.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, you're right. That is Love and Robots.
Yeah.
Oh. Huh. Anyway, I'm looking at this Spider-Man book right here. It's Bill Mantlo, Sal Buscema, with
Very
Dave
cool.
Cockrum doing the variant cover.
Uh-huh.
This collects Fantasy Four 218, Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man 1 through, it looks like the whole entire series actually, 1 through 20. Wow, 1 through 42 includes annual number 1. I believe, yeah. Yeah,
Oh, that Fantastic Four looks interesting.
and it also includes annual number 13. So
That looks like a really cool story. It guest stars Spider-Man and the Frightful Four.
yep.
Very neat. Oh, that's Sandman and his.
Well, no, that's not true. I read Dynamite and I've read some indie books. It's just I've looked at other indie books and I just realized that there's books better there that are not really indie that are better. It's all like I said. You guys like rabbits with a sword. You like a dog with a sword. You got a trend going there. So we're gonna have cats with swords, Puss in Boots. It's like everyone has their quirk. Everybody has thing.
I Oh my God, Ash is a furry. He like Doggy Samurai. What's that other dog book where like his master dies and it's almost like John Good Dog or Good Boy? And
Yeah,
then yeah, Usagi Yojimbo. That's three strikes,
he's
Ash. You're out.
in Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots.
It's just trying to think offhand, but like I said, I'm getting more into manga. My Hero Academia, My Hero Academia is the next one I want to start reading. I've been watching
That's a
the
good
anime.
one.
My
The
fear is my
anime the anime is okay, but the manga handles some of the storylines way better.
so it's different. Okay, that's my fear was like going into because a lot of times like I'm reading Tokyo Revengers.
Hmm.
The anime is just like the book, pretty much.
It follows the anime follows the same storylines as the book, but the anime rushes through them. Like
Yeah.
they'll have a story that goes on for like 10 volumes in the manga. They'll go through it in like 3 episodes in the anime. Like they
No,
rush through it, so they don't take any
what
time.
does that have to do with Love and Rockets? We're not talking about Love and Rockets. We're talking. You said I'm blind to indie books, and I said and I brought that up. That says I'm just not into basically the furry books that you like are indies. I don't know. And Evil Black Cat. Ash is a furry. Run, Evil Black Cat, run!
You're not safe here anymore.
It's
Thank God. No, he's gone.
uh, but like I said, it's Ash has a point though. It is a good to go outside your warehouse. You know,
Absolutely. If I hadn't, I would never have read Firepower.
I
So,
read a lot of the Malibu books. You know, I begin to those. You know, Malibu comics. Those are fun.
gotcha.
You know what? You know, I understand you were referring to that. Yeah, and then I moved on from that. I ignored that.
It was an honest mistake. It happens.
Either way, I don't like Love and Robots either. So I mean, it's they're right now they're like both in the same camp for me. I just don't care. It's not if I I'm not gonna go out there and like Ash. I'm gonna spend $40 on the Love and Rockets, and then like, oh, I hate this series. You know, obviously, though. I mean, if I can find these books, but sometimes I understand sometimes these books, especially older manga, hard to find.
Yeah, the older ones are. You usually have to, like, a lot of people I know, like, if they're trying to get, like, some of the 90s or early 2000s copies of One Piece or something like that, they normally have to settle for, like, buying a new copy that usually comes in, like, a collector's pack. So you have to spend even more money because you're getting multiple books.
I finally
So,
figured out where that
yeah.
stupid dog with the winter hat on is from. It's from freaking One Piece.
Wait, what?
There's like a dog or something that has a hat on in when One Piece. It looks like
Dog?
Parappa the Rapper from PS2.
A dog with a beanie?
Yeah, he's got like a little red beanie on. He's part
I
of
don't.
One Piece. He's
Are
on the
you
cover.
sure?
Yeah.
That's not the reindeer you're talking about.
Is it a reindeer? I
There
don't
is a
know.
reindeer. There's a reindeer that wears a top hat. It might. I think that might be what you're thinking of.
Yeah, he's a short little guy, a little midget.
Yeah, he's a little short
It's,
reindeer.
it's a reindeer?
Yeah, it's a reindeer. It's a reindeer. He eats a fruit called the human fruit, and so it kind of anthropomorphizes him, and so he's like half human, half reindeer now.
So you like Furies. You like your
No, I
furry.
don't like furries. In fact, the real furries come later in the
I,
show.
I didn't say that. I didn't say furries. I said you like Furies.
Furies?
Yeah.
Like Granny Goodness's Furies?
Yeah.
Not really. It makes sense
Yeah.
when you go through the story, but anyway.
Fairland, they are missing out. I've never heard of Fairland. I've heard of Fairy Tale. I know a lot of people are really into that.
Yeah, I know some people that are
The
really
more we
into
talk
it.
about manga, the more people get to kind of leave. I noticed that.
Yeah, we're not a manga or anime channel.
Uh,
There is one channel I found through Wes that she handles a lot of anime and manga stuff.
so yeah, I'm looking at Firepower. If you want to collect the basic.
Yeah.
Now these are the trade paperbacks. These aren't the hardcover deluxe.
Right.
I'm waiting for the hardcover deluxe. Hopefully they don't just do the first one because I got the first original that has a
Mhm.
prelude. You know, I really hope they continue going with the rest of these and just put them all hardcover deluxe. You know, Rick Remender's book, you know, got it. You know, all his things Deadly Class.
Mhm.
I don't see why Firepower can't get it though. I would even
Why
say that
not?
Firepower is even more popular than Deadly Class. But anyway, so as far as I said, tomorrow goes, we will be going live at 7 p.m. I know
Right.
right now if you look at the I haven't a chance to edit the stream But best of comic books, best comic books of the week are going to be tomorrow night on the channel here at 7.
That's
So don't
right.
worry
You
about
don't have
that.
to wait till Thursday. Just be here tomorrow.
Yep, yep. That way we can have our turkey on Thursday, and we don't have to worry about talking to you guys. Because
That's
I know
right.
Zach will be in a coma, and I'll be in a coma too, probably.
I'm gonna be in a food coma from turkey and pecan pie and mashed potatoes.
Pecan pie.
Pecan, or at least you don't say pecan. God, people that say pecan pie. No, a pecan is a can of peas. Not what you make pie with. That's a
I was
pecan.
gonna say a can of pea. It's pecan.
Well, I mean,
That's
you
my
could.
pecan over
I'm not
there.
a 12-year-old boy, so I'm gonna say can of peas, the vegetable. But anyway,
Silver Coin though, at Volume 3 though. I mean, I don't know anybody's reading Silver Coin. I know. I think Skip Tosh was reading that.
skipping to. I think
Yeah,
somebody else mentioned that. I can't remember who.
but yay! Legend of Korra too, and yeah. All right, just look at
Yes.
this oversized deluxe hardcover edition.
Wow. I wonder
So,
if that was already coming out, or set to be released. But then, like with everything going on with the actor,
who knows?
be
But
interesting to see how that affects sales.
I get overall, like I said, it's like I said, this is what we're doing for this week, as far as the books I'm looking forward to. Um, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and you guys show up to tomorrow. I understand some people might be driving tomorrow, going out of town, they're visiting family, so they might not be able to join us tomorrow. But we do appreciate you guys do watch the replays. Um, that's the great thing about YouTube. You can watch replays. It's not like you just have to go back and like, oh, I missed it, I can't watch it. There's no paywall. We don't hide our streams.
Nope. Free entertainment, folks.
Yes, yes. Can of peas. The authentic taste of penis.
Oh, oh.
Well, I'm just reading what he said. What are you talking about?
I know. You're just reading what he said. Evil Black Cat, you've actually had some zingers tonight. I gotta
All
say that.
right. So, as promised, for those who are actually still here, if you like this content, once again, please hit the like button if you've ever done so. We appreciate all you guys for staying here. 8 viewers still. Awesome.
Raygar's just encouraging him now. Says it
Um,
tastes like drinking a can of Vienna sausage.
Ko-Fi link is going across stream right now. Ko-Fi.com. BSC/Puppetine. It goes towards the reading, Marvel and the DC apps, which Puppetine, who owns the channel, pays for. He also pays for basically the StreamYard, which is like $20 a month too. So if you can donate, that's cool. If you can't,
Leave a
we
like
ask,
or
we ask,
comment.
yeah, leave a comment, share this out. The more subscribers we get, the closer we get to 1,000. The more money we could probably make. And like I said, like I was looking at, what was it, Social Blade? They said we'd be making like, what was it, $114 a year right now with the views we have,
Hey,
and basically like $5 a month. So, and as wait, there's no dislike buttons, was there? No.
no,
Didn't they take it away?
they took away that.
Oh,
you
they
could
brought
see
it
them.
back. Joe Biden, you said we're getting rid of those. Just like student loans.
Yep. Just like low taxes. But like Ash is saying in the chat,
Yes.
#read good comics. I would even go one better and add a second one. I would say read
Yep.
comics that are good to you. So if you like them and no one else around you does, you can still read them and enjoy it. That's how I
Well,
get
yeah.
by. I tell that to myself.
Yeah. And Greg Garrett saying the dislikes for a while you couldn't see them at all. I mean, we didn't hide them at all. You couldn't see them. But now,
Yeah.
if you're on the phone app, you can see them. I'm sure on the iPad, even on the PC, you can see the dislike button. But you know what, Evil Black Cat, if you really did hit the dislike button, it still counts as an interaction. It means you're still supporting the channel.
That's right. That's why it always cracks me up when people
Ah.
are like, I don't like your channel. Then why are you commenting and helping them in the algorithm?
All right. We're going in the weeds here, and we've been in here for 2 hours. Just think, we get another 2 hours with us tomorrow night.
Woohoo!
Right. My condolences to Onion Quinn. I had
Oh.
Thanksgiving last month since I'm a Canuck.
Oh, my condolences to you too.
Well,
Sorry to hear that.
that's okay, man. Did you freeze some of the turkey? No, what did you have for Thanksgiving? Because like sometimes we freeze stuff. If there's only 2 of us here, we eat it later on. We thaw it out, but Alrighty, so and here comes Ash. You just can't see the dislike count. That's all. Everyone's gotta be tell me how everything works now. I'm not. I'm not Angleton here. Okay. I mean, all right, guys. So excited tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central. We'll be talking about the book. So basically, it will be spoilers.
Yes, there
Forewarned.
will be. Yep.
So if you want to, if you don't show up tomorrow, please watch it on Thursday or Friday, whatever So you can, if you need to read your books beforehand. And that being said, I hope you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving. Drive safely for those who are up in the northern parts of the country. Those who are down south, yeah, just watch out for armadillos and gators and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Quit bitching about channel interaction. I'm not. I'm quite. Well, I'm just you in general, Ash. All right. All right.
All right.
See you later, guys.
See you tomorrow.
Later.
Be here